Who do we got in here? I don't know.
I think there's one person in here at the moment.
Well, it's good enough.
That's right. Two it, yeah. So we went MIA for a little bit, eh?
It's a bit, man. That's life. That's
That's
life.
life. That's life.
That's life. This is MIA. Get some pups. Fucking carry on. Move on.
That's
It's
right.
not too much. Not too much going on, man. It's kind of boring, but who cares? So, what do you want to talk about today, David?
Oh well, we got a few different topics we can cover today. I think first thing we go on is talk about the Neos, and we were a little Neo happy, and I think our last or second to last video. I think we need to clear the air there, and we
Yeah,
found some newer knowledge, and we were a little too hyped on Neos, and now we're going to rectify what we some of the stuff that we said, kind of go back and pick apart what we said, and now that we've kind of found out some truth to
yeah,
the
I agree.
BS.
Like Neo, dope dog, looks super sick from like the 70s, 80s. Like, love the phenotypes of that dog. But I don't know. I've heard a lot, and a lot of people who are versed in Neos tell me a lot. But in my opinion, I don't see it because the dogs look so different and they look too similar to another breed of dog, which I know they say is a line breeding or a long distance line breeding, whatever you want to call. I just think that that blood of the Dogue de Bordeaux is very, very heavy in Neapolitan Mastiffs, or maybe it's Neapolitan Mastiff and Dogue de Bordeaux. But I mean, the dogs don't look anything alike like the dogs from the 70s or 80s.
Yeah, yeah,
And the traits don't line up, the head type don't line up, the bite doesn't line up. And I mean, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but my opinion says, those dogs weren't what I thought they were. I don't have Neos. I don't know, but for me, opinion, looking in, being objective, I don't see it as being the ultimate purely capped dog. I don't believe it.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. No, we picked up a lot of information from a guy, and I think once when somebody's feeding you a line of information and you're believing it, and you start getting hyped up and believing what they say. And we were kind of we were hyped up on the Neo, thinking it was all that uh, as a breed. And I think once we kind of stepped back and we had a few months to look over the history of the Neos from the 30s to modern day, and it's like there's just too many traits that are not lining up as far as how they went. I mean, you went from a dog that looked like your traditional quote unquote Corso that we like, and now it's looking like a brachiocephalic breed that has a bull a bull breed muzzle on it, uh, and I don't think that's just strictly from selective breeding. I think
yeah,
they
they look
definitely
like yeah,
they cross
overdone
stuff up.
Dogue de Bordeaux.
Yeah, yeah. Then they cross stuff up, and I don't think, yeah, like we were saying, the Neo ain't as great as it's cracked up to be. I think we were fed a line to make us go a certain way or believe a certain thing. And I think once we stepped back, we're like, yeah, these Neos really ain't shit at the end of the day.
Yep. And then some people may think they're the dopest dog ever, but this is all opinion. This is all objective. I believe it's not my jam, not my cup of tea. And the old Neo, of which I believe looked super dope, does not look like the modern type Neo. Even the drier types in the modern type, they still don't have that same head shape. They don't have the same
No,
muzzle. They don't have the same eye set. It just looks like a different breed of dog to me.
yeah,
And what
yeah,
makes you think that people aren't crossing shit up in dogs? Like, there's zero integrity in a lot of these large breeders, a lot of these people who are pushing for standards of dogs. They're pushing for something to set them apart from another breed, which they probably use to construct that breed. Like, it's all lately, when we step back for a few months and we're going through all our notes, it's all bullshit. It's
yeah,
all garbage. It's all a story to get you to buy into something. It's all, the dogs came from this and they were meant to do this, and these dogs fought in war, and now they're your house pet. Like, that doesn't make any sense. American Pit Bull Terriers, they're line bred to fight. You get a dog from any correctly line bred American Pit Bull Terrier, they're just gonna fight the shit out of another dog or another prey animal. They're just gonna fight. That's what they're bred to do. So there's
Yeah.
no way you're breeding these traits out of dogs. You're not breeding these characteristics out of dogs if they come from that. So they're all mixed.
Yeah.
Every single thing.
Yeah. And if you're just fighting that, I think we've kind of beat that into the ground a few times on here, but I think there's still so many people that think these dogs, almost regardless any breed, is a purebred. Or it's like, nah, everything on all ends of the spectrum is fucking crossed up, heavy. But we're just kind of trying to break down what they put in to get these certain things, because obviously these type of dogs are in our courses. So we're just trying to break it down and figure out what all was put in so we can correctly breed to, get rid of some of that shit.
Yep. Another thing that we were talking about is how I feel. I believe the Corso isn't a breed. You've heard it from interviews from Ed Hodis, all those guys back in the day. The Corso is a type of dog. I've heard it through multiple people where they're like, the Corso is a type, pick your poison. I mess with the American line dogs. That's the dogs I like. I've had import dogs. I still have an import pet. Doesn't get bred. It's a pet, but that's not my type of dog. I choose to breed the American type dogs. They're the best ones, in my opinion. That's the phenotype I like. So, I mean, in Italy, all those dogs are crossed. Those dogs never came from something pure. In America, we know those dogs are crossed. They never came from something pure. I think another thing that people overlook is how much pit bull was used in the American line dogs.
Yeah.
We see it in many kennels, like, the traits of the pit bull does not lie. That shit pops out like crazy. From the ears to the intense eyes to the
Yep.
muzzle structure. I mean, that pit blood is crazy. Even how the puppies act. They act like
Mhm.
fucking pit bulls.
Yep.
Like,
Yep. I
David,
mean,
you have some
we can give the for
experience on the.
instance.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
shoot, bro.
The past litter that we just had between the dog that I have, Diesel, and Lexi, which has been a father-daughter breeding. Obviously, Diesel's big. If you're familiar with my dogs, Diesel's big Neo type, pretty wet dog, double coat. His daughter, a little bit more, she's a single coat, rough coat dog. Um, Not very wet, pretty clean and dry. And the pups we only had three from the litter, but two of them came out heavy Neo, kind of wet, had Neo set kind of eyes, Neo ear set, near ear type, and then we got one little son of a gun that was drastically smaller than the rest. Ear set was completely terrier type. I mean, he has legit pit bull terrier ears, and his eye set and muzzle is just screams pit blood.
Yeah.
So I mean, right there tells you. I mean, we're nothing was crossed back into my dose. I can guarantee you, since the stuff that's on their pedigree, I can at least go back probably what 5 generations before it gets into like those older mainstream guys, and nothing was crossed in since then. But you still see all these different traits of these original breeds that were put in pop up left and right.
Yep. Like that one smaller pup, like even when I'm looking, I'm like this morning, I'm just looking at it, I was like, you look like a fucking pit bull. Like
Mhm.
just the intense eyes, the ears, even how he acts.
Yep. Yep.
It's so reminiscent of a pit bull. And I'm like, well, oh, fucking makes sense. They're in the dogs.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of guys who go back to the Neo, they want those wet dogs. You get kind of the dope middle of the road dogs, kind of like we call Leroy Mia stuff middle, like the middle type, like not too wet, not too dry, just clean looking dog.
Yeah.
And then you get that super dry shit. But obviously they probably added the pit bull to make it not look like Neo, to dry the dog right up. Makes sense.
And to just give it that intense workability and that high prey drive and all the stuff that comes with the pit bull. I mean, you can even look at some of the programs that's going on today, like just say Lee Robinson's program. He's heavy pit bull and heavy mastiff type dogs. I mean, he said he had some Neo, Tosa, and English Mastiff. Regardless, those breeds are all kind of linked some shape or form. But
Yeah.
the only thing he's missing is Rottweiler in his blood, and his dogs closely resemble the original Corsos from back in the day. You look at some of his dogs and go back to some of Linda Sanino's dogs. Structure and body type and phenotype is pretty much there. They're just lacking a little bit of rotty characteristics.
Yeah, yeah, and I think, I believe that the pit blood is necessary.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
100%.
that was a necessary evil to do. Even like it would clean up the like the structure of the Neo. I know they used rot to fix the rear end, but I think Pit would give it the workability, give it the wind, give it everything that it needs.
Yeah, I mean, what
Yeah,
John Catchin said it best. There's 5 breeds you can cross in to any breed of dog to improve it, and pit bull's one of those. So if you're actually trying to make a really nice band dog, pit bull's that's one of the necessary breeds to cross in to get a nice working band dog. And I think Mr. Mike Satilli Sr. had this plan, and I don't think he was no dummy. He deliberately crossed those 3 breeds with the intent to make a
yeah,
pretty elite type of band dog.
yeah. That is a pretty sounds like a deliberate breeding. Good
Yeah,
quality rot, good quality Neo, and then you add the Pit in. I mean, I think it makes sense.
yeah.
Another thing that I was thinking about, remember when we were talking, we're like, no wonder you knock the ears and crop all the tails off these
Oh,
fucking dogs. Like, you have to dock the tails. Who knows how many tails come out kinked? And
oh,
nobody knows because you banned them. Like, you
right.
banned them and you dock them, so you'll never see it. And it's the fucking ears.
Yep.
Like, you get a lot that come out with Neo ears. Some of the import stuff is probably coming out with boxer ears. You probably get some that come out with Dane ears. Like this little bat-eared fuck over here with pit ears. But, down the like he's getting his ears knocked tomorrow. Good luck if you ever knew that he had fucking pit ears on him.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's the thing, and that's why I think like you said, that's why everybody knocked them because you can go around a couple kennels nowadays that still leave some of the ears on their dogs and some of the tails, and it's a dead giveaway of what some
Yep.
of the stuff they shot up in their dogs.
Yeah, and we like I say, we didn't cross anything in. Our blood goes back to those original dogs pretty close back in the pedigree. So
Yep.
the fact that we get these traits popping out, like we expect to see Neo traits, we expect to see rot traits, even though we haven't popped points yet. But I have a feeling that's going to come in this next breeding.
Yeah.
But it's the pit traits that took me for a spin. I was like,
Yeah.
no fucking way,
Yeah.
no
Because
way that I popped out like that.
I think I think everybody pretty much knows for a fact. I don't think they ever took Pitt back in. I think Pitt was a one-time cross. I mean, just go back to what John Ketchen said. If you put a Pitt in more than once, you lose size. Well, the Corso
Yeah,
never really lost size. It always kind of went up. It seemed like so. We know. I'm pretty confident to say they only put shot Pitt in there one time. But just
yeah,
think about that one breeding. Now, yes, they bred brother and sister, and they inbred and line bred off those original dogs. But we're still seeing all those Pitt traits show up today. What 20 years, just say 20 years later, maybe more,
yeah.
and we're still
Yeah,
seeing a lot of pit traits, and that was only put in one time.
yeah. I think another crazy thing was even the way that the litter was fighting.
Oh
Like me,
yeah,
you tell that story, but like this
yeah,
pup
I
has
had.
scars on it. And it's
Oh yeah,
fucking 12 weeks old.
yeah. I mean, these puppies. Not to mention that what they were a week old or a week and a half old. Their eyes were open, so that they started out popped the eyes open, and I think a week and a half old. It was just crazy. They're up moving around faster than any pups I've ever raised, and I mean, soon after that, once they got to moving good, I mean, intense fighting. I mean, just beating the snot out of each other. I had to separate the biggest male that I'm keeping and the female because they were beating the hell out of each other, ripping each other up. And then soon after, I had to separate the smallest male from the female because they were just, I mean, intense fighting uh, to the point where, yeah, cutting each other open, ripping the
Yeah.
ears open. I
Yes,
mean,
the
just
ears are chewed up, and it's like, even so, it's like if all the pups come out with that temperament, all the keepers got to get their ears knocked because like the ears are shredded, and it's
oh
12
yeah,
weeks,
yeah.
like 12 weeks, and their
I
ears
mean,
are shredded. I'm like,
intense.
what, what other type of dog does that from the gate? Pit pups, any
Pit
sort
pup.
of any sort of hard terrier dog, you have to
Even
separate
some of
those
them,
pups.
to be honest, I mean, I've talked to some of the pit breeders and watched some of the old videos. I don't even hear pit guys say that pups fight that much, that early, that hard. I mean, I know some did, but I think some of them don't even have as much trouble as some of these crazy ass Corsos do.
Hmm.
I mean, there's another story I was told by one of the original dogs that got put into the lines that I'm working with today, and that was a pure American dog. Bottom side was straight Ed Hodis, the top side was straight Linda Sonino. That male sired litters of pups where they got so wild, they picked out the youngest man or the youngest or the weakest pup, and they killed. litter mates, the pups were so wild and so crazy. They were literally killing each other uh, in the whelping box. That's how intense that these dogs were.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. That's nuts. What's the so let's say biggest male, let's say the female is like the normal size dog because I think that the largest male is exceptional in size and bone.
Yeah,
That's not a normal size puppy. How much smaller is the small male versus the female?
the small pretty drastic. I hadn't weighed them and kept track of weight, but I mean drastically different. She has way more bone
Yeah,
than even him, and just a lot of that looser skin, wetness. Even as a puppy, and this male is much smaller, much not as much bone,
yeah,
tighter skin, drier. Um, yeah, very drastically different than all of them. But
yeah,
like you said, the biggest pup was a exception. He was what 8 weeks and or
yeah,
yeah 8 or 9 weeks, and he weighed 15 pounds. And I don't
yeah.
push the feed
Exceptional pup.
at all. I
Right.
underfeed if anything, not so we don't fuck up joints or
Yeah.
legs or
Even the
anything like
even the
that.
master fold, like the master fold on the male and the female are crazy. But the small male, it's just dry. He's just a dry, athletic, looking type dog, and
Yeah,
I'm curious to see how this guy develops. Super curious because
definitely.
he's strong. He's like pretty damn strong, pretty damn smart so far. So we'll see. I'm curious. Like the whole litter is gonna look different, but they look the same. Like as far as colors go, they're all consistent blue. No white on them. They're just all blue.
Yep.
But it's the phenotypes. So we've gone from the extreme dry to the extreme wet in
All
one
in one
litter of
litter with
puppies.
three
Yeah,
pups.
which is insane.
Yeah,
Insane.
and
And I
that's
don't
what I
think
think.
anybody was throwing consistent phenotype for Corsos even back then. I find it very
Exactly.
hard to believe.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Everybody's preaching this long time saying the courses were so consistent. That's not the case. I mean, they were throwing phenotypes from one end of the spectrum to the other since the inception of the breed in America and everywhere else. I mean, they just
Yeah.
throwing phenotypes out the
Yep.
ass.
And like, think about it. It just because what breeders show you of their program doesn't mean that they're not culling the rest of those pups and just getting rid of them on back pages or some shit. Like, or
Yep,
taking them to the pound and just euthanizing them or culling them themselves. Like they're not showing you everything. So when everybody's like, look how consistent this litter came out, there's probably 6 pups in there that you will never see and that you never know would have existed.
exactly. And I think I won't say exactly, but most of the stuff that we're saying to the guys that are watching, we're not just like making this shit up. What Kareem just said there, we have factual stories from the guys that did what Kareem just said. Pup litter came out, 10 pups, and 6 of them didn't look like anything you've ever seen before, and they got taken to the pound and euthanized because they didn't want those seeing the light of day and people seeing what was popping out of their dogs. So that
Yep.
isn't just make believe. Uh, that's not just make believe stuff. That's based on pretty factual stuff we're told.
Yep. So, I mean, I think that is what it is. And people, I believe some people are still, well, obviously people are crossing shit in today, but if we're going back, because this is something that's been on David and his conversation radar for a while, is how much Dogue de Bordeaux is in import and American dogs. It's
Yeah,
insane. Like you go back to it, and it all starts making sense. If we even go back to that dog Chino, I
yeah,
don't think that dog was a boxer cross. That dog was a
no,
Bordeaux cross,
no.
100% a Bordeaux cross.
And I think Kareem was on this faster and sooner than I was. I was still just believing kind of the stuff I heard about. They're all boxer crosses, but I think Kareem nailed it on the head. And I have some pictures that we'll go through, and there's not a
Yeah,
doubt in my mind. I don't even think the boxer was put in because if you really think about it, okay, they wanted to change the temperament of the dog. That's what everybody says. They were too hot. They wanted to dumb it down. But why would you cross in a boxer? There's so much type in a boxer that goes away from the mainstream Corso type. Why would you use that when if you look at the Bordeaux and you pick apart these Bordeaux traits, that they look exactly like these Corsos that are coming in from other countries, and that were when the wave kind of changed from the traditional type to this modern show type, you can see the Bordeaux traits all
yeah.
day when you
I
really
think
look at it.
I think one of the biggest giveaways for that Bordeaux trait is the shoulder set. How those shoulders set and the front paws go a little bit easty westy. That's like a dead giveaway for me.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Should we
You
pull up
know,
that? Should we pull up that picture of
yeah,
Chino
yeah.
or compared to some of this other stuff? So, I mean, you can see that original picture of Chino next to.
Right?
I mean, come on, that's not boxer. This dog doesn't have no boxer traits. It's right there in
Even the
front of you.
head shape, the head
And the
shape
boy,
from a Bordeaux to a boxer is so drastically different.
100, and the flashing on the chest was
Yes.
always signature of a more so a Bordeaux, because you didn't see
Yep.
like when you get the flashes from Neos, you get usually white on the paws, white on the chest. There's different other on Bordeaux's. You don't really see that white popping up anywhere besides a flash on the chest.
I also believe that, they say that Neo was used to create Bordeaux. So maybe the Bordeaux DNA doesn't show up that much when you're DNA testing because the two breeds are so linked. So this is just an opinion. This is speculation from my part. So maybe we don't know the concentration of Bordeaux blood, which is actually in these dogs, but I think it's huge. It has to be. And like, why would you use a boxer? Because you'd be sacrificing bone, you'd be sacrificing mass, you'd be sacrificing head, like all that
Yep.
skull. Bordeaux's
Yep.
have big ass, big meaty skulls. You'll get all the wrinkles from the head on that, but the master fold is different from Neo. You'll get a different master fold on the Bordeaux crosses,
Yep.
but you'll get all the bone and mass from it, and it's probably way easier to whelp something with Bordeaux blood versus Neo blood because Neo is notoriously hard to whelp. So maybe it's the lesser of all evils when you're looking to get specific traits. You'll get the underbite too. You'll get that from the Bordeaux.
Yep. Yep. And I think it goes back to, I think the Bordeaux dogs were put in way farther back than we think, because if we go back, you could obtain Bordeaux's back in the day much easier than you could Neos. If you go back and watch some of our other videos, we kind of explain that you couldn't just walk into Naples and pick yourself up a good Neo and just start fooling with it. You had to have the in. So, and I think that wasn't the case with the Bordeaux's. I mean, you could just pick them up and like any other dog breed, they weren't really sacred, to say to the like the Italian culture. The Neos were, so that's why you couldn't get them. So I think that's why people are like, oh, Bordeaux's pretty close to a Neo, so it's easy to get. Let's
Close
just put that
enough.
in the dogs.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, close enough.
Because when you think about it, like, and I'll go back and I'll always say this: the old stud books for the Italian dogs, where everybody's registering their Corsos, like you didn't have to show any proof. You could have made that shit up in your backyard if it fits close enough to the standard. They're just registering your dog. These
Yep.
guys have no money. These guys are poor farmers. These guys are dog breed. Like, they're just breeding whatever works on their farm. And now they realize that, oh, I can make some cash from registering my dog. Of course, everybody's going to do that and not bat an eye about it. They want money. Money makes the world go round. People need money to survive. And then
Yep.
all you have to do is register your mutt bred dog and sell pups to stupid people all over the world off of some bullshit created breed. The breed isn't real. It's not real. Either side of the pond, it's not real. It's friggin' made up. It's stolen Neo history, stolen other breed history, put together, package it nicely, and all of a sudden you have, I have a Cane Corso.
Hmm.
It's so stupid. And the deeper you go into this stuff, the more you realize it's all just a crock of shit.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we really mess with these dogs. The American line dogs are dope. They look cool. It's a cool band dog. I like it. I don't really
Yeah.
care for show, purebred, whatever, because we know it's a type. But we have integrity, so we're not shooting shit back into the dogs. We're going to see what we get out of it. I honestly feel while we keep breeding back to this line, because we were told that, oh, you need to put Neo back in to get the size. I really don't believe that. I don't
No.
think so. I don't think so. I think we're going to range phenotypes from the small terrier type pup to the big wet type male.
Mhm.
And I think you're going to toss your phenotypes. It's about just blending your phenotypes. So you'll take a big wet guy to a fucking dry type, and then
Yep.
you'll get a nice medium type dog. I don't think you need to keep going back to Neo, but everybody says, oh, you need to go back to Neo to keep the size.
Right. Yeah. Not. Yeah. I don't believe it for a minute. And most of these people that are saying that haven't. They're just going off of pure speculation. They haven't even done anything. It's like we're not. It's not like we're talking to guys that have had Corsos straight 20 years and that are saying you have to drop it in because they saw the size go down. I mean, just talk about the dogs that we have here. I mean, they're clearly been bred away from the original dogs for quite a few years, and we're still getting variants from females that are barely 100 pounds to males that are 140, 150 pounds. So
Yeah.
they're still drastically throwing different sizes, which all just lines up with your different traits. You don't
Yeah.
see, and this is what I don't think many people grasp is you don't see any 80, 90-pound dogs that come out looking like a Neo. Those are the ones that come out looking like pits. The ones that come out 140 plus are looking like Neos. It's all
Hmm.
about how those genes are lining up and connecting. So I mean, when you go down the spectrum, when a female's pregnant and say like Diesel, he's 50% of his genes is a lot of Neo, 50% of his genes would be like a lot of Pit. So as that's coming down and meshing with the female, her genes are the same way. Okay, you're gonna have two pit type genes line up. You're going to have two Neos. Some are going to get 50-50 of each. Some are going to get a little rot in there. So all that stuff is linked to size, color, uh, coat type, all that shit. That's why we get all this stuff because we still have all that in there. You're never going to like, I don't think you're ever going to blend it
I
where
don't
you're
think you
never going to
can.
get that. It,
I don't think you
it
can.
there was three breeds put in there. It's always going to represent there's three breeds in there. You're never going to get away from that. You're always going to get variants of all three of those traits. I mean, we've seen it. We're 30 years later after they did all that, and we're still seeing it all. And I know for a fact there hasn't been a Rottweiler, a Pit, or a Neo put in my dogs back, 6, 7, 8 generations that we know for a fact was put in there.
I think the crazy thing is like if you see how so these dogs are being bred onto themselves without having stuff put back in the dogs that we got, and all the phenotypes are still different.
Mhm. I
They're
mean,
all
they
still
do have
different.
common air. They do have
Yeah,
what's the word I'm looking for? They still have a lot of
similarities.
yeah, they still have a lot of similarities, but we
Yeah,
still are seeing drastic differences as well.
like you could look at Moose, Sasha, and Drika and say all these dogs are related. You could visually
Mhm.
look at those dogs and say, oh, those dogs are all the same. They're
Yep.
all related. Same thing with Tessa and Lexi. I think you look at Tessa and Lexi and say, oh, those dogs are the same.
Yeah.
Um, Diesel kind of stands alone amongst the
He's an
rest.
anomaly.
Yeah, and like I say, that big freakish Neo type dog.
Mhm.
Just like the big male out of that litter, that big freakish Neo type dog. But now we got this small pit type male. So I think he's like a extreme of the other end as well.
Right. Right.
So I'm curious, man. I'm curious to see this litter after a year. I think the female may be the best. As
Yeah.
far as a Corso type representation, I think the female is going to be the best one.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
But the two other males are now necessary components to create more, replicas of that female. You're going to need the dry one, you're going to need the wet one.
Right.
So
Right.
it's finding that perfect balance. Yeah. Even like Drika's type, I think Drika's type is amazing, but how
Right.
hard, like how rare is that type of dog?
Right. How are you really going to be able to reproduce that time and time again? I mean, she's very you can kind of depressive type, old Neo type.
Yeah.
And
Super
we're gonna
cool.
see, yeah,
Super cool.
just super, yeah. She looks like an old dog from like back in the old photos. But yeah, how easy is it going to be to reproduce that type? Well, I guess we'll find out in a few more generations.
Another thing that I realized as well, David, is let's say we're going back to the pit type male. How many Italian litters look like that puppy? Think about that. Think about some of those Boki dogs.
Yep.
A lot of those fucking dogs, man.
Well, yeah,
Because I
and yeah, I mean, but I've said it before on here, and I'll keep saying it. I mean, Mike Satilli literally said he went over there and was trading his band dogs for Italian Corsi. So they were infusing our shit in there over there, and I know they have their own fighting type dogs. And what did we look up the other day? We said, why are these Italian dogs more so today looking so pressa? And then
Oh my god.
we looked up when did the Spaniards, get over to Italy, and it said between the 17 as early as the 1700s and as late as the 1800s. They brought their dogs with them.
100%. The other
They brought and
crazy thing.
infused them.
Yep. Do you remember? I forget. I don't know if you have that picture handy, but when we went back to some of the original foundation dogs from Italy, and then I got an old Pressa picture from like I think the was it the 70s or 80s, and it looked almost identical to one of the foundation
Yeah,
Italian Corsos, and I was like,
yeah,
you gotta be fucking kidding me. I was like, it's
yeah,
the same goddamn dog. It's the same breed of dog. It's the same thing. And I think the Italians knew that, and I think that's why a lot of these modern Italian breeders are going back to press it today. You can tell the difference in the modern Pressa though, because it's the intense eyes and it's the way that that muzzle is set and the colors that they're throwing. That's all Pressa. There's no
yeah,
way that they're not adding Pressa in. Even some of the American guys, I'm looking at their litters, and as those dogs get older, I'm like, that dog is fucking like 25% Pressa, 30% Pressa,
right.
high percentage Pressa.
100%. Because you can look at. I like to use the stuff that we have for a reference because I mean, once you see the pedigrees of the stuff that we have, you know for a fact we have probably the closest thing to some of the old dogs, and I don't want to say that like I'm trying to flex or be the top dog. I could care less, but use them as a ref. I like to use them as a reference. We don't pop these light beige brindle type dogs that have the same colors of Pressa or an English Mastiff. We don't pop that stuff. We pop that old. I want to say like when we pop a brindle, it's that old Neo type brindle where it's
Yep.
mostly a solid dog with just a little bit of brindle flashing
Yep.
through. It's not the
Yep.
it's not this other brindling that came from other breeds, and that's why if you really start doing your digging on all the dog breeds and the colors that they came in, you can see the dead giveaways and what everybody really has behind their dogs.
And I'm gonna go back to like let's say the pit and the Rottweiler that was used because I keep seeing this, and I told you that before, and I asked you if Lexi was pointed, but they
Yep.
have this weird undertone of brown to them in the blue dogs.
Yep.
There's this weird undertone of brown. If you look at it in the light, they almost look pointed. It's not like a Neo anthracite gray where it just looks blue. Like there's a brown undertone to these dogs, and I think that is synonymous to like the American line Cane Corsos when they're blue.
Yeah.
It's like you see it around the muzzle. You kind of see it underneath around where they would have points. It's like a very subtle brown. I could be tweaking, but I'm pretty sure I'm right because I got good eyes for this shit.
Yeah.
But
I
I guess
agree.
we'll see as time. Because sometimes Lexi looks pointed to me. I'm like, that dog is pointed, and like, no, bro, that dog is straight blue.
Yeah. Yeah.
But who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe I'm old. Okay, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Funny story. Funny story. I went and I saw David this weekend. This man was hustling birds out of a 16-foot trailer under a bridge in Ohio.
That's right.
that's, that is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. But yo, dude, those birds are sick. Those birds are cool. I'm gonna mess around with some birds soon.
There you go. There you go.
It's funny because they're like dogs, man. Where you show me the Toulouse breed, and I'm like, that's a fucking Neo.
Yeah. Yep. There's a lot of similarities
It's
across
so
over.
crazy.
That's why I hate when guys say I haven't been in the dog game as long as other guys. It doesn't matter. Once you get into this breeding world of any kind of livestock, I've been in breeding birds for 13 years. It's really just the same shit, different breed. At the end of the day, I still understand breeding and I still understand how traits line up and and like where there's some fuckery and where there's not. It's like that, but that's like a stepping stone for some of these old guys. Oh, Dave, you haven't been in 20 plus years. Well, yeah, no shit. I'm 25. No shit. I haven't been in 20 years. But the fact of the matter is, I've been breeding animals for 13 years. I've developed lines. I've developed whole ass things that don't even exist. So
And
I
there's like,
understand.
yeah.
I understand breeding at the end of the day, and that's all you need to know. You don't need to be breeding something for 20 years to understand it fully.
And like you have your buddy there too that fucks around with the birds as well, but it doesn't matter your age. The thing is like you guys gotta keep in mind David lives out in the fucking country. He's been doing this since he was a fucking child. This is ingrained in him. His family has been fucking doing this. So you can't just compare, guys like, oh, I've been in the breed for 30 years and they don't even have fucking lines of dogs.
Right. Right.
You know, let's say you're in a breed less amount of time, but you literally have your own lines of you got your own lines of birds. You have 8 generations of the same dog. You can't reference age and how many years you've been doing something. It's your proof is in what you produce.
Right.
And that's something that bothers me a lot, where we'll talk to some of the older guys like, well, you've only been into this for so long. It's like, bro, it is what it is. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Say I'm older? It just
Right.
is what it is. But it is the amount of effort and what you yield as a result of your research. So I mean, some of these guys are really saying, well, I've been doing it for this long. I'm like, well, you don't have shit to show for it.
Right. Right.
So who the fuck cares?
Yeah. And yeah, nobody wants to put the time in. I mean, it ain't like I've been in these dogs a hell of a long time, but it's like everybody. There was people complaining for years. All the American stuff's gone. You can't find it anymore. It's all crossed up. All you had to do was put some hours in, do some digging. I found them
Yeah.
pretty easily, and
Look a little bit harder.
yeah, look a little bit harder, and don't be afraid to travel and spend some money to get to where they are. But
Yeah.
aside from that, I think what else do we have to talk about? What was one of our other points we were going to go on
I
about?
think I think we wanted to hit the. We have like 7 people in here. You guys ask
Yeah,
questions if you want to.
yeah.
I
Bounce
didn't
some
even
stuff
see
off
this
us.
King Royalty comment. So this guy says, I've seen a pattern of more skittish dogs within Corsos that favor the Neo type. I think all those friggin' dogs, doesn't matter what type they are, some of them come skittish. Like, I
I
can't
think
just pin it
yeah,
down to the one type that's skittish.
right. I agree. I think the skittish dogs just come from shitty breeding practices.
Yeah.
90% of these guys that say that they are really about this working type dog bullshit. They're just kennel dogs. They breed anything that has a uterus. I'm stealing that slogan from another guy, but I like it. I like it. They breed anything with a uterus, anything that has a dick on it. They don't care. And that's why these dogs come
Yeah.
out, I think, a little mental
Hmm.
because they're not really selecting a smart dog. Like I've said it before to some other guys back in the day, the dogs kind of selected themselves. Really, real talk. I mean, the dog had to survive the farm life, survive predators, this, that, the third. He had to be smart, and I think
Yeah.
that carried through the dog breeding. If the dog lived his life, 10 years and was smart, didn't get killed off, and a female, the same thing, well, the puppies are going to retain those kind of traits. Now, you
Yeah.
just throw a fucking dog in a kennel, feed it, water it. It basically doesn't have to do shit. Might
Yep.
be mentally disabled, and you're breeding it,
Yep.
and it
Yep.
shows. It shows in the puppies. So I think
Yep.
that's the
Just
biggest
got to
point
get
of
to 16 months. Just get to 16 months and they're going to breed it quick.
exactly, and that's the biggest. I think why we get these skittish dogs because nobody actually gives a fuck when
Yep.
they're selecting and breeding. I mean, I think that's what it comes down. It comes down to the cha-ching, the money.
Yep.
They want to
That's
make money.
100% what it is. And if you're trying to preserve something and do something, you're probably not going to make money from it. I don't think you're going to make money from it
No,
at all.
I mean you
You
might
know?
make money. You might make money here and there. That's what I thought. The only dogs that are maybe really making money are like those stupid ass Frenchies and bullies that these guys can
Yeah,
get $5,000 stud fee and
I think
twenty
so.
thousand
But
dollars for a dog. But
yeah,
when you're
but
talking,
Corso's not a chance, dude.
no,
I'm like,
no,
fuck that.
like, do you know the amount of money that how much these dogs eat, how much medication you don't hand, how much just different stuff for the normal things that pop up.
Yeah,
You
even
know,
to fucking do their ears, bro. It's like $600.
yeah, on the cheap
So
side, if
fucking
you're lucky to get it
yeah,
that cheap.
yeah, yeah, like $600 for ears. Unless you're fucking cropping yourself, and then that shit shows when somebody does a butcher shop job on their ears. So it's like they're not cheap, and then you got to grow them. And then what if they turn out shit? Then what are you gonna do? You
Then
got to just
nobody's gonna
fucking leave it
call.
alone and move on.
Yeah, none of
Yeah,
these guys are gonna call. They're afraid to call. What's that comment there?
we get bad dogs because people just slapping dogs together and/or calling it the best dog. Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
people just slap a dog together and say it's legendary status, and
Yep.
the
Yep.
dog
Yep.
does
Fire emojis,
amazing.
gorilla
Yeah,
emojis.
yeah. Gorilla emojis are the best ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know the dog is good when it has 3 gorilla emojis and 4 fire emojis. That's the formula for like a
That's
badass dog.
yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
how you
boy.
market that shit. Yeah. Good one. That's a good one.
Dude, those dogs are fucked, man. Yo, guys, ask questions, man. We got 10 people sitting up in here. Everybody's fucking
So
quiet. We got
Scandifio
Robbie
Giorgio was
on.
a great male. I purchased a Armani's Rex Sun 2000. I lost it.
It says Scandifio's Giorgio was a great male. I purchased a Armani Direct Sun in 2000. I wish Corsos and Neos didn't change over the years. I think Armani looked dope. I will straight up say that. I think Armani was a badass looking dog, but I don't think he ever produced a dog that looked like Armani again.
And if you go back and look in his pedigree, I think if I don't know it 100%, but I know either top side or bottom side, like 3 generations back, was stuff coming out of Mastiffs Kennel, Kathy Satili's deal, and there's just mysteriously no lineage behind that one dog. That dog was crossed up with something else. The only dog in
Which
the
one was
history
that?
of the, I don't know. I think it might have been like, was it like Masterpiece's Raja or something? I'm thinking. Don't quote me.
Okay, yeah.
But just like no lineage. We know the whole Kathy Satili deal. What happened there? That dog was crossed up with something. Armani's
Yeah,
the
for
only
sure.
dog that ever came like that
Looking like that.
reverse
Looking like
brindle
that.
coat. Yeah, I mean, dope dog, nonetheless, dope dog. But
Dope as shit.
we know there was some fuckery with that dog for
Even
sure.
Bubba from Masterpiece. What dog ever came out looking like Bubba?
Yeah,
Nothing ever
nothing.
again.
No,
Like that brindle too. How the fuck did it get that brindle pattern? This is my personal opinion. I think Bubba had some American Bulldog in it. That
well,
head and that brindle
yeah.
pattern, and it clicked with some other shit. Man, he said Armani produced better females than males. I wouldn't really know about what came down from Armani too much, but
Well, I think
Armani was a sucker dog.
Armani got bred to a bunch of shit. I mean, I don't think he didn't really Scandy didn't do too much line breeding with him. He did a lot of outcrossing and fuck
Ronnie
outcrossing.
Ron. He says, "How do you guys feel about show dogs and/or show line dogs?" You want to go first, David?
Yeah, I'll make it short and sweet. They're fucking trash. Shoreline dogs are fucking worthless for the most part. No ability. They're just fucking trash. So I'll make it short and sweet for my side.
Yeah. I think honestly, the more I look into this shit, the AKC is responsible for fucking up more breeds than I've ever seen in my fucking life. Because you're breeding for extreme types in dogs. They just have to look a certain way. They don't have to act a certain way. And I think that fucks all the dogs up. It fucking ruins them. So the showline dogs are for like maybe if you want a cool looking pet and you're loaded and you drive a fucking Corvette and you want this big showpiece that doesn't do shit. Fucking cool, man. But dude, I fucking work hard. I don't have money like that.
No,
Like,
no.
so I like dogs that do something. I like keeping some pets and I like keeping some dogs that do shit. So
Yep.
that's just me, man. But no,
Yep.
showline dogs, garbage, trash. And I've met people in the showline world. Like I've met some of those people and they're such assholes.
Yep.
Like they're so fucked. Like they first of all, they perpetuate the bullshit story that it is a saved breed. They say that these dogs are like they buy into the story and they peddle the story because that's how they make money because they peddle their dogs that they buy into the show competition to buy their fucking ribbons and to
Right.
sell these shitty quality puppies for like
Right.
$6,000 because it's off a champion this and that.
Yep. Without a doubt.
That's
So
a little rant. That's a rant, bud. That's
no,
fucking
we summed it up there. We summed it up there pretty good with what that show line shit
breeding
is.
for
I
looks
mean,
is a red flag, but if you want money, get your money. Yeah, if you want money, get your money, but like don't talk shit.
but yeah. Don't be trying to get your money out here and claiming I have the American blood, and then you
Yeah,
flash
I
a
got the
pedigree. You have a
dopest
flash of
American
pedigree,
blood.
and the first American dog shows up in your 10th generation.
Yeah. This hold on. Ronnie Ron says I was watching somebody on Instagram live at APPDA trial, and every Corso failed miserably on the courage test. Broke my heart. But who's really entering those shows with their dogs? David has one dog on his yard called Moose, and that dog is fucking mental. That dog is the craziest dog I've ever seen in my fucking life. And I'm
Yep.
sure if he went to one of those trials, you can't.
Yeah,
I think he just fuck up.
courage is not something he
He can
lacks
fuck
in.
up all the decoys. Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, maybe it's those people trying to get their dogs into that, to title their dogs to maybe sell the litters for more
Yep.
money, and they're not coming from good genes. But I've seen some badass Corsos just in the back of fucking in the farm, and they'll fuck your day up. but they'll never make it to a show field because why the fuck would you take your dog there? Who's got time for that too? Who's got time for that shit? That's my thing. Time. Who's got time, bro?
Right.
You should almost just take Moose with a fucking muzzle and put him on a field one time.
No, I'd like to do it if we can link it up or get somebody to drive out here and help me work that dog.
I would
mean,
straight up do it for
ask
shits.
John Catchin. John Catchin came and was this close to Moose, and wow, Moose wasn't backing down.
You know what we should do for shits one time when I'm out there next? I'll put on the full fucking suit, you put a muzzle on Moose,
There you go.
and I'll just run across the fucking field. And that'd be fucking hilarious.
That'd be
I'd be
great.
screaming like a little bitch the whole way. But I think that'd be a fucking funny vid for the channel.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good.
Have him start from like 100 yards out or fucking further. Yeah, that dog's fucked. But yeah, I mean, I honestly think anybody who wants to cross Corso back into their working line program or they need some heat, the best stud to use is probably Moose.
Yeah.
I think that dog's awesome. Yeah, and John Catchin, when he went out there, he was hyped on him, eh? He was fucking impressed.
Yep, he liked. I think Moose was his favorite dog in the kennel. He said that dog has some grit right there.
And yeah, I think even temperament-wise, like the dog's very in temperament. We talked to one breeder, and they said that, all the American Lion dogs' temperament is so shit, and I would never breed that because their temperaments are all shot. And I was like, that's bullshit. That's absolute fucking bullshit because in import shit, you get shitty, nervy, fucking skittish temperaments as well. It's what these breeders choose to breed. So just because you chose to breed some bullshit to bullshit and you got more bullshit, don't hate on the full type from America as a whole. That doesn't make any sense. That's not fair.
That you sum that up. Sum that up there right there. Perfect. It's all. Nobody actually concentrated on temperament. Everyone wants to say they do. Bullshit. You can't be concentrating on temperament and making money on these dogs.
There's no time.
Really, no, fuck no. You know, like they're just slapping shit together. I don't fuck these. I don't know. Like fuck all these guys because they all full of shit. They all try to make money. If you're trying to make money, don't even fucking act like you have integrity in your dogs.
We got Sebastian Silva, intern number 1. Is that you, bro? You're still alive, dog? I thought you were dead, bro. Shit. Shit.
I was saying you went MIA. I talk about him.
Oh my god. Okay, let's say Sebastian, what's up with y'all? I found my female's grandpa, the one that had Mocha Manola in his 3rd gen. I'm taking my female back to him in a couple months. That's fucking cool, bro. And see what you fucking pop out, man.
Yep.
Yeah, fucking no hate, bro. Do your thing. Do your damn thing. See where that journey's taking you.
Right, and that's what everybody's got to do. I mean, what the shit that we talk about. I mean, and the guys that do the fuckery. Hey, everybody's entitled to do their own bullshit, but I'm gonna be here calling your shit out, and you guys can feel free to call my shit out.
Well, if it's majority of breeders are just slapping dogs together, then it's safe to say that statement. Yeah, man. I feel like they're going to be your guys who want to make their money, so they're trying to have as many frequent litters as possible. They'll do whatever to sell you a pup. There's some guys that are preservationists who really fuck with their program. Good luck ever getting a pup out of them because they'll probably never give you one.
Yep.
Then you got your dudes who just, probably do it as a hobby. They have a litter here and there. They'll find some decent people and then they'll pass their blood on. But it's all about trust. I know, like, down the line, David and I got to find some real honest people because it's a lot. You can't even do it with 2 people. I live like 9 hours away from this guy. So when the fuck do I really get to get down there all that much? I got my own shit going on. So, it's all about finding cool, honest people. And that's the only way you make this shit grow. We're going to fuck with the American Lions. And I don't think we have to cross anything back in. I'm like, after talking, because David talked to a guy who's been line breeding some shit tight and his dogs phenotypically ended up a certain way. And at first I was like, there's no fucking way. This guy's crossing Pitt back into his dogs. And then we sat down and we thought about it. And then we looked at what we got out of the Lexi litter. And we're just like, maybe this motherfucker was telling the truth. Maybe
Yeah.
this is what they revert to based on the phenotypes that he was choosing and the temperament that he was choosing to breed back to. And I was like, no, man, I don't think you have to add any more shit in these dogs.
No, no. I think you just selectively breed, and you can take them in any of the three different directions.
Well, the
What was the
majority of
comments
people.
there?
So, as far as Moose, where can I check him out? Fucking,
You
you
can
gotta
check
talk
him
to
out.
David on that one,
Just
bro.
message me on social media. I'm, Dave Wenrick on Facebook. I got Dave Wenrick on Instagram. I'll shoot you some videos or whatever. We can talk about them.
Yeah, just hit up Dave. Hit him up on his socials. Let's see. We got Wayne Farrow. What are some kennels that you think produce good working and mentally balanced Corsos? Absolutely none.
Yeah,
Fucking
zip,
zero.
zip.
No fucking kennel out there.
Bring out the
We got.
iPad.
Bring out the. Bring it out. Do you got some pictures of the pups on there, or what? Do you want to show those yet, or?
Yeah, we can just what you think? Just bring up pictures of moose because that's what was asked about.
Yeah. Show Moose.
All right. Let me
And
see.
how big is Moose? Is that dog like a $140?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I never weighed him, so of course, don't quote me on it. But
He's
when
tall as shit, though.
John Catchin was out here, I asked him about how big do you think that dog was, and he told me he thought he was a $140. So uh, I'll go with that. I think he's pretty
Yeah.
close, if not.
Height wise, he's got leg on him too, right?
Yeah, I mean he's a tall, long dog. The way way a Corso I think is supposed to look.
Do you know who he would actually probably do really well to if you wanted to make a good prospect working breeding? Moose and Tessa. And probably
Oh
make a
yeah,
good breeding.
without a
Wayne
doubt.
Farrow. Show Moose.
We'll get him up.
The
Get him.
fucking Moose fan club.
Yeah.
What's up with y'all? I know what your dog is really made of genetically. What DNA testing company do you trust most and why?
Oh shit, Cream. Do you even want me to go in on that, or do you just want to handle that for me?
Okay, bro, let your mans get on this still. See, hold on. I gotta pull this shit back up.
Yeah,
What
find the pictures.
up, y'all? To know what your dog is really made up of genetically, what DNA testing company do you trust most and why? I think all the DNA is kind of bullshit, and it kind of makes sense. Um,
It's
First of
still
all, you
too
gotta
new.
ask your pardon.
I was gonna say just my thing. It's still too new.
Yeah, agreed. It's still too new. Um, I think it's just a waste of your money, so don't do it. You're asking me honestly my opinion on that. Save your fucking money. Don't even bother doing it. If it's an American line dog, it's probably Neo Rot Pit. If it's an import dog, probably Bull Mastiff, fucking Dogue de Bordeaux, Corso type, and some other crap. It's not even worth it. It doesn't fucking matter. Don't
Yep,
even bother doing it. Save your goddamn money.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All these dogs. Keep telling them that's the litter. Yeah, 130 is my max for workability. Yeah, this King Royalty seems to be on the Tessa Moose pairing.
Yep. He's been talking about that for a
My
long time.
goodness, just look at that headpiece on Moose. Yeah, the dog's fucking crazy.
Let me
I
see
wouldn't
if
even
I
know
can
what to do.
find.
Like honestly, a dog like Moose, I would hate him. I'd be so pissed every day.
Yeah,
Like, stay in the fucking kennel, man, or just be tied outside. Like, fuck off. There's
I mean,
fucking a lot of dogs.
here's just a little video I have on Moose.
And keep in mind, David isn't a fucking small dude either. So look how big that fucking dog is compared to him. Like that is a big fucking dog.
I mean, Moose, like I said, I don't have people out here to help me work these dogs like I wish. I wish I did, but Moose is fucking intense. I mean, just
Buddy,
myself,
don't worry.
just
Don't
working
worry,
on
I'm counting
myself.
you
I mean,
next year.
trust me, I'm not soft on my dogs. I'm not no fur mommy type deal. I mean, I put Moose on the sleeve, and hey, let's just say I'm just gonna be honest. I beat that dog when he's on that sleeve, and he will not let go. When he grips, he grips. I've stomped on his toes, cracked that dog across the head with a couple of it. That dog will not break grip. He's
Do you
fucking
want to
crazy.
tell? Do you want to tell the story about Moose and the pig and how you got your ass put in
Yeah.
the doghouse?
I have a couple the wife has a couple like pot belly type pigs, you know, if you want to call them that. And Moose got out, and I forgot the pigs were out, and he ran that motherfucker down, grabbed that thing by the back of the head. I was out there by myself trying to break him off of it. I had to choke that dog out, and he would not drop that pig. But finally got him to drop, and he got put up, and he's killed one. He grabbed one by the back of the head, and one bite just crunched it dead.
Yeah, fucking punctures in the skull. Like,
Yep. Yeah,
and you also
Moose
got
is
to think about that. A lot of people say they want a dog like that, but it's like you have to think how fucking much dog that is, especially when you have multiple dogs.
oh right,
Like,
right. I mean, I don't trust Moose. I like him. I trust him around myself. I can handle him. But are you fucking retarded? I can't have my wife just go out there to the kennel and like take care of him or feed him water or trust him around the children. Yet it's like he's just a fucking intense ass dog.
yeah. And it's being responsible with the dogs too. We've talked to guys and they're like, I want a hot dog, but I want a dog that's gonna be hot and a dog that's gonna respect me and a dog that's not gonna bite my kids. Dude, usually when you have a fucking hot dog, the motherfucker is hot all the way around. It's not like a discerning hot dog. It's just a fucking mean ass dog. Not
Yeah.
everybody can touch it.
And
Not even all your family can touch it.
the keep on a
Like,
dog like that is unreal. I mean, he has to be separated from everything when a female comes in. He's fucking insane, trying to break down the kennels to get to the females, and I mean, he's relentless.
yeah,
So
and he'll kill all the males just to get to the female.
yeah, yeah,
So it's like, do you really want a dog like that? If you have a wife and children and you don't have that much space, do you really want a dog with that much octane in the tank? In theory, yeah, it sounds cool to have a dog like that, but in reality, it fucking sucks.
right, right. Yeah,
Like,
it's not.
and you need the
You can't
space.
have a kennel full of those.
Like, what are you on? You're on like what, 30 acres?
Yeah,
Yeah, fucking you need the space. Like, you know? I like me a discerning dog. Doesn't have to be too hot, just a good guard dog. That's enough for me. That's good. But then, sometimes you pop a dog like Moose, and then where do you rehome that dog to? Like, who do you give that puppy to? Who do you sell that dog to?
not too many people.
Like, either you're gonna end up keeping it or you're gonna end up putting it down. Like one or
Right,
the other.
right.
Or you got a psycho like John Catchin come to your house to take the dog and like, well, I got
Yep.
plans for it.
Yeah, John would straighten
I got
his ass
plans
out.
for this dog.
John would definitely straighten his ass out.
Yeah. But it's the fucking time, man. It's time into these dogs. What are these people saying? We got people hollering. Let's see. Hot dogs comes with consequences. Facts. Facts. People be wanting a robot dog. I want this and that, but not that. Yeah, I don't know where you come into like breaking down the characteristics of the dog of what you want and what you want. Like, that's crazy, bro. You guys are insane.
Yeah, yeah. And when these guys, I mean, they live in the townhouse, roundabout communities. What the fuck do you think you're doing with a dog like that's really truly
Yeah.
about
You
that
can't
shit?
have a hot dog like that with fucking neighbors across the street. Do you know how much of a liability that is?
Yeah,
Dog gets out, bites the shit out of a kid in a neighborhood. Like,
yeah,
oh
you're
my
fucked.
god. You're
Yeah,
fucked. Absolutely fucked. They'll euthanize you and you'll fucking get sued for everything. They'll take your house.
yep, yep.
And even so, a lot of people get these hot dogs and they have no clue how to handle them. So you have this
No,
hot dog.
they never trained a dog in their life.
Yeah. Like, think about it. You can't go on hikes with that dog. You can't really walk around town with that dog the way you want to. That's why I keep two pets. Like, I have two pets where I could take friggin' anywhere with me. That's cool. And then, you get into your other dogs where they stay on the property a majority of the time or they go hiking by themselves. You can't even run them with your other dogs. You got to
No,
just fucking separate it. And that's all time. That's all friggin' time. And I'm a loner. I don't do a lot.
nope.
So
Same.
that's all I really fuck with. But if you have a life and you have extracurricular activities and shit, like Dave's a fucking farm boy. This motherfucker doesn't leave the place unless he's hustling chickens under a bridge. Like, that's
Right.
the only time he's fucking leaving there. But yeah, it's time. It's like, dude, how do you manage all these dogs? And then yeah, you get into the guys who call you up, yo, bro, I want that dog with all that fire. Give me that shit. I'm like, bro, you really want that? Do you really want that dog? And every day the dog is challenging you for something. No, thank you.
Yep.
What do we got here? Facts, people. We got a bunch of 100s. Got some laughing, crying faces and a skull.
A
We have
leaf.
a leaf tapped in 100%. Yeah, we got the boys up here today.
Yeah, about time they come out.
Yeah, I know. Maybe people are starting to like you, Dave.
Shit, don't say that. I don't know if I want that to happen or not.
Hustling chickens under a bridge. Bro, I'm not lying. Like,
No,
I literally saw that shit firsthand.
Kareem pulled up firsthand the other day. I was
This motherfucker had a 16-foot trailer filled with birds
stacked
under
up.
a bridge and had lines of people buying his shit. And I'm not talking like fucking cheap chickens and shit. This man was hustling showbirds. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. I was like, bro, where am I? Holy fuck.
Yeah, Kareem came through to a whole new world that day.
Yeah, man. That shit is wild. That shit is fucking crazy. But I'm a mess with it, though. Hustling chickens under a bridge salute. That's fucking funny. Okay, guys, ask questions, man. Come on, boys. We're all just chilling here. Nobody's asking questions. I talk to this dude every day. There's not too much for me to talk about with him. Ask anything. Ask away. Let's fucking talk dogs, man.
Yeah, what are we?
I think another thing that we're talking about, it's about building this community, man. It's about building this American line community. Like, we all just got to be honest with each other and we just got to be cool with each other. Like, do you know how much honest people can benefit other people's programs and move your shit along so much faster? So you create some integrity. You can trust people with your dogs. Then you can just further your program. Like, I mean, that's all it boils down to is like trust. And it's super hard to trust people in this fucking dog game.
Right.
Because they're going to fuck you over right away.
Yep. They're going to take a dog and then go cross it up to something else, say they have the blood, and then peddle puppies for $5K or whatever, they want to.
And they're so dumb, they don't realize that they have to fucking come back to you to get all the other components. So you're not going to do shit with one dog.
No.
That's the craziest part. You're not going to do it with one dog.
No.
Holy shit. Anyways, what do we got here? I swear that's the whole another world. Yeah, bro. Birds are strange, bro. The kind of people I saw there, shit. I was the only black motherfucker up in there. I was the only black man up in there. I was walking, me and Dave were walking through looking at birds. Some lady stopped me. She said, "Hello, sir." I was like, "Excuse me, madam, how can I help you?" She's like, "Are you an Uber driver?" I was like,
I swear to God, I couldn't believe it.
I've never driven an Uber before. And she's like, "I swear you were the Uber driver." I was like, "No, ma'am, no." Is that a thing? Just like black dudes are Uber drivers in Ohio?
I fucking guess so, dude. If I would have heard that, I would have snapped on that lady.
That was it was like the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. And I was just like confused. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
It was wild. It was wild.
I saw a chicken on a leash.
Yeah, there's fur mommies and everything, even chickens too.
Oh my God.
Some fuck shit.
Dave is the black sheep in the Corso world.
I'm just the asshole in the Corso world.
Yeah, you're kind of a dick, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
People don't like me calling it how it is.
Oh, is that Gabby? Yo, Gabby, what's up, girl? Bro, I like how she pops in for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking funny. So don't worry, you won't be too popular, bro.
No, that's all right.
It's funny you say that he won't be too popular, but like everybody hits him up on the low.
Everybody talks about me behind closed doors.
Yeah, it's fucking funny, bro. But yeah, come on, let's ask some questions. Tell me, does anybody have a program going? What are you guys doing with your dogs? What do you guys think is going on here? All those import guys won't pop back in. They like they talk some shit, post some shit on Facebook, and disappear. That's how she goes. Rinse and repeat every month.
Yeah, they're afraid of drama.
Yeah.
They don't want to be
weird.
hated. They like their
Bunch of
reputation too much.
Yeah. They're like Facebook experts.
Yeah.
But they'll never post any of their own shit. It's always just like articles from the past.
But it's the whole shit of the American dogs are trash, the Italian dogs are better, but they're the same fucking shit.
Bro, the new Italian dogs are like Corso type, Presa, Abruzzi, and probably some pit blood. Like they don't look like the old dogs. You could tell it's like all modern breeds that they're just reconstructing again.
Yeah.
Maybe some Neo. Maybe some Neo. There's only one guy over in Italy who has the fucking best dogs, and he knows who he is. His shit is fucking crazy.
Untouched by man, pretty
It's
much.
fucking insane. Like the coolest looking shit I've ever seen in my life. I bet you he doesn't even sell dogs to people like that.
No, I guarantee he doesn't.
Because he
That's
probably
the kind
sees
of
it all
that's
the
the person.
time.
That's the only reason his shit's intact is because he just fucks with his shit on his farm and does his own deal. He ain't worried about. He's not Boki there, peddling pups for 30 years, and you see his fucking dogs go like this.
Yeah.
Fucking riding the
At
wave.
one point, Boki's dogs look dope, and then
Right.
now I'm like, bro, your dogs look weird. Like, what did you put
Like
in there?
shit.
Yeah. But bro, I said it from the jump. I said that Boki was using the Neo mix, and he was adding Pit from back in the day. Just the eyes on those dogs, like the intensity in the eyes. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, that's pit blood. That is 100% pit blood. And you can never tell because he knocks the ears. So I guarantee you those things come out with bat fuck ears too.
Yep. I'd be willing to bet. And I think you could
It's,
tell. I mean, you could tell back in the day. Like there were some of the original dogs. It's funny how certain angles will show a dog's true colors. Like, I mean, we always thought Santino was pretty dope, but then I got some other pictures of Santino, and I'm like, oh, that dog looks kind of fucking pity. He looks like
yeah,
who was that pit bull? It was owned by who's the guy that does all the interviews? Matt, not Madison Parker.
Pat Patterson. I mean, not what I'm saying, Pat Patterson. Fucking
Oh no,
Pat
yeah,
Patterson.
Madison Parker.
Madison
He had that chestnut brindle male. I cannot think of his fucking name. I love that dog, but I can't think of his name. You look at that dog next to like a younger Santino, they look like the same dog. They just look like they look pity. I mean, I'll show that one picture
Yep.
just so people can get like tell me that dog doesn't like what the fuck does that look like? You know, it don't look like not necessarily a Neo or a Rot.
Because that dog is dry as fuck. That dog isn't wet at all.
No, it had a skinny. He had a more of a skinnier, longer tail. You know, more pit type ish tail.
Yep. Yep. Good looking fucking dog though.
Yep. But it's
Like
just funny how
long athletic body too.
it's funny how all those dogs came out.
But look at that head type on Bruno. Like what kind of head is that?
Yeah.
Looked rotty. It had some like rot in there, but also I could see like traces of pit. Like that slope from the fucking eye set down the muzzle.
Yeah.
Almost like a sorrel's fucking muzzle. A little bit.
Yep.
It's kind of hard to unsee that shit when you start looking at it.
Right. When you really start breaking down other breed histories and really looking at the dogs.
Yeah,
I mean,
like look at this
tell
dog.
me
This
that
dog's
doesn't look
dry as
like
shit.
one of Lee Robinson's American Sentinels.
American Sentinels, yeah.
Oh, fucking day.
It's so true, man. It's so fucking true. Yo, go back for a second.
To Bruno?
Yeah. Yeah, even in the body. Like it doesn't look very Mastino. It doesn't look very Mastiff type.
Right.
Not very Roddy type. And then you look at the body and it just looks like a bigger pit body. Let's go to the Super 6 dam for a second. Just break this thing down. Yeah. Yeah, like even that, man. Like look at that face. Look at that muzzle. What's that coming from?
Yeah, fucking I've seen pits look identical.
Yeah.
Even the whole I mean, even like you just go to something as simple as the tail. I mean, the tail on an American Pit Bull Terrier is very drastically different from a Neo, very drastically different from a Rottweiler.
Yep.
Very skinny, slender tail. Goes to a point, pretty
Yep.
straightforward. That's
Yep.
what a lot of those original dogs kind of look like coming out of the original kennels. I know Mike Satilli was a little bit different because he was dropping Neo back in, but uh, it's just kind of what it was. I mean, right here was a dog. This was straight off the original shit. I mean, I think like Kokomo was the father or grandfather of this dog. I mean, straight American dog right here.
Man, I know these solid like hot cakes when the Satilli stuff drop. And that dog looks like a fucking Neo. That
Yeah,
just looks like a straight up Neo, bro. Like,
right. Straight up older school, drier, kind of depressive type Neo. Now, should we show that fucking? Should we show that blue bolt dog?
yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that dog's fucking badass, bro.
All right, so this is a picture. We'll break this down for people that don't know because they don't do no research. Fucking, this was Belmonte's blue bolt. You can go look him up in the database. He's in the database, but no pictures. Probably nobody knew what this dog looked like. But this is a straight Belmonte dog going, straight back to Satilli shit. Tell me what that dog looks like.
That's
Do I need to say
hilarious.
more?
Right? Yo, go to that puppy and put the fucking blow up its ears a little bit. I'm new, you guys, and I'm looking for a female to breed. I have some questions about if you can. I don't know, bro. Bro, those ears look kind of rosier to me. Call me crazy,
Yeah.
but who knows how these ears come out, man? Who knows how these ears come out? Okay, I'm new to you guys, and I'm looking for a female to breed. So, do you own a female, or are you looking to buy a female? I have some questions about a few kennels. Can we have a conversation? Brother, ask away. Ask anything you want to, my friend.
Yeah, we'll knock it. Well, any question you have, we'll knock it out right here on the live. We ain't bashful. This was
Yeah,
a son. This was a son off a blue
show
bolt. This dog went
fucking
to
dog.
fucking Japan back in the day. This dog was exported from America to Japan. Straight American dog.
Like, how sick is that dog? That's like one of the fucking coolest looking American courses I've ever fucking seen. I guarantee nobody's ever fucking seen this dog.
Nah,
Like,
fuck no.
so
This
dope.
I don't even
So
think
fucking
he's
dope.
not in the database, so you can't drop a pet. But I think his father was blue bolt, and the female was another American dog going back to Satilli. This is old shit back in the
But look at the
20s.
body on this thing. Fucking
Yeah,
perfect structure. And look at the size of the fucking head, bro. The show Neos had Saint Bernard in it 24/7. Who is this fucking dude again?
I don't fucking know, but
Wasn't that your buddy, bro?
I don't I don't know, but I don't know nothing about no Saint Bernards and no Neos. I
Yeah.
haven't. I've some of the later shit once they got into the show world, they might have dropped that shit in, but definitely not no old kind of depressed that had no damn Saint Bernard in them.
That's how Giorgio looked. It went to Japan. Yeah, boy, he went to Japan. If Giorgio looked like that, then Giorgio was a damn good looking dog.
Yeah, I don't know. Giorgio was kind of
I don't I
fucking.
don't recall Giorgio. He's not on the top of my head.
Let me see if I can find that fucking dog because we'll break that dog down. Because I wasn't a crazy big fan. He was not proportionate whatsoever.
Like, I liked Armani. I really, really liked how Armani looked. I thought that was a beautiful looking dog.
Where the fuck is this? Oh shit.
24/7. Isn't that? Fucking never mind. Who cares? Is this Giorgio?
Yeah, that's not the best picture of Giorgio, but
Is that dog stag red or is that fawn? I can't see
he
it
was
too
he was
well.
pretty he was fawn. He was pretty much fawn
It's
with
fawn.
more of a fawn type mask. He wasn't.
I don't know how I feel about that muzzle though.
Yeah, he came out kind of sketch. I mean, and then right here, I think this was a son. This was a son of Giorgio.
Oh, no, 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 no. Which begs the question, do you remember that old fucking Valentine picture? And I was like, that puppy looks like a bull mastiff puppy.
Yeah.
Because going back to Samson, I was like, there's no way in hell that dog is not part bull mastiff.
Yep.
Like, what was the Valentine stuff?
I mean, the Valentine stuff was basically. I mean, she started out with she had that Super Six that she owned the Super Six dam, so she kept Benduza out of the first litter. Then she had Santino, which was kind of bred off of a Super Six female that nobody really ever saw any pictures from, and then she just kind of like downbred off of that, worked off some of the original stuff from Satilli, and then of course added in some other bases and stuff as she went. But
Mm.
her original stuff was that straight just Super Six descendants, kind of line breed, inbreed um, off that.
Because
I mean, there's
Santino was kind of nugget.
yeah, Nugget. I mean, it wasn't he was the father of Giorgio? Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right. Or is it
I just
Armani?
he wasn't anything to write home about. He was kind of odd looking. I mean, and it seemed stuff kind of looked kind of weird coming down off this dog. Who is this guy? Who is this
I don't.
guy?
Isn't that your buddy from fucking Facebook who said all your dogs have shit rear angulation?
Yeah, he might be. Just another
Yeah.
hater. And Sotilli had shown Neos later, a lot later into his career. He started out with real kind of depressive type Neos. They weren't that bastardized shit like he had later down the road. There's Armani.
Yeah, I like this dog, but like I said, I don't think he ever produced a dog that looked like Armani again. It's a
No, he
fucking good
didn't.
looking dog, man. That is a good looking dog.
That was an old. That was an old Belmonte dog. Straight Belmonte blood. Straight back.
Yeah, a lot of those Belmonte dogs look Neo type,
Right.
heavy Neo type.
And he kept
Even
because
Bell's dog, like one of the last breedings that Ed did, and Bell had that dog. Dude, that dog looks like a black Neo. Do you remember, like that
yeah,
black Neo dog
yeah,
that Bell sent
yeah,
you a thing of?
yep. I have that video somewhere. Should we look? Do you want to bring it up, or should we just kind of talk about it?
Yeah, I think bring it up just to show people like the reality of the situation
Let me see if I can find it.
and give like the backstory on that dog, just so people know.
Let me see if I can find it. Well, let me see. I got to pull this away and dig for that.
Those dogs. Oh, yo, that's him. Those dogs did have shit rear angulation.
Oh my God, this
it's that
guy. Hey,
it's
hey,
that
tell this
fucking
guy.
Leonardo guy.
Yeah, this Leonardo this shit. Tell him to go fucking find something else to do with his spare time because he's boring me with his lame ass.
At least he popped out of the woodwork again. He was gone for a bit.
Yeah, he
He's like,
took
"Where's my boy
he
at?" And he
ran
just
well
fucking
he
disappeared.
ran out of material. He thought he better go study up before he came back out.
Like, do you think he just wakes up and gargles testicles, or like does he wait till
Most
the
likely,
afternoon?
most likely. If I had to guess,
But yeah, so this dog that we're about to pull up this video, this is one of Ed's last breedings from Belmonte.
there
And
it is.
tell me what this dog looks like. So this is one of the last breedings. How old ago was got blocked like a oh, he said he got blocked. Bro, there's no okay, let me just
Yeah,
break something down.
yeah.
One
Break
thing
it
that
down.
Weinrich does is he doesn't block people. He'll beef all fucking day. I've seen this man beef for 3 days straight. So he
I mean,
didn't block you, bro. You're
Kareem,
talking bear shit.
I could just fucking just bring up my Facebook and just go right to his page and show that he's not blocked. But I don't know if I
Yeah,
want to
like
waste my time or not.
I don't know. Fuck this dude. Eat shit,
Yeah.
bro.
Anyway,
Anyways, let's go back to the dog.
You want Mandy to be in your movie?
What year was this dog alive?
I'd have to ask Dave for sure, but I mean, it was definitely in the later 2000s, mid to late 2000s.
So mid late 2000s, one of the last Belmonte dogs, and I mean this thing is just a black Neo.
Yeah.
Hi, Alex. Alex.
The fucking neck on that dog, dude. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Alex, where's Mandy?
Facts, because me and David started talking shit. Pretty cool. Yeah, you and Elise started a beef back in the day. Too.
Yeah, we started off kind of rocky, Dave usually comes on the spot kind of rocky at first,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's fucking
guns a blazing.
yeah. There's nothing wrong with that, brother. What about that bottom left to you?
This one.
No, second one. Right. I'm like pointing like you could see my
This
yeah,
one.
that one. Where's that dog out of?
That was a dog owned by Alcor. Straight American dog, Belmonte bred, pretty sure, or Bear Creek bred. But yeah, straight American dog. Once again, what's it look like? Fucking Neo.
Yep. So
And
I mean
then
that's the thing, man. We all know these dogs are band dogs, so like let's not bullshit anymore. Like just keep the blood dope. Just run the straight lines of the fucking American band dogs, and just keep doing the damn thing. I don't mind. I'm with you guys on this. Let me fucking see what homeboy is saying.
Yeah.
Says I don't mind. I'm with you guys on this. Let's get on track with these dogs. Yeah, man. That's all it is. That's what we're saying. Like it takes everybody to make this work. Like two
Justin.
guys aren't. Oh, yo, Grand Mafia's in here too. what it do, fellas? Yeah, like all these guys, if you fuck with the American dogs, it's literally gonna take everybody who has good shit and combining their fucking components to keep this shit going. Like that's the only fucking way it works. Two
Right.
guys aren't doing it. You need fucking 10 trustworthy people where you could swap dogs and feel comfortable swapping dogs, and this person isn't trying to fuck you over and do all this bullshit. Like it's not gonna happen like that.
No.
Nobody's trying to shit on anybody, but obviously people call everybody on their shit because
Mhm.
it's like, yo, we're all playing the same game. You're doing bullshit. What are you doing?
Right.
You
Right.
know?
And I think to touch on that a little bit, I mean, everybody does have something a little bit different. I mean, nobody, I can guarantee for a fact, nobody has anything that's directly related off my dogs, but they have something that's directly related to something else that kind of nice, has some good attributes. We kind of need to blend everybody's shit together, but we can't be blending shit together when breeders out here like. Should I drop a name, Kareem, or should I just keep the name kind of hush and
Depends.
just
Depends who it is. Those hot puppies, how many kink tails and clefts were in that litter? 24/7, dude. What's your real name, bro? Why are you like this?
yeah.
Bro, if I saw
Well,
you, I'd run your pockets.
yeah,
Fuck this
yeah,
dude. Anyway, let's not even
yeah,
fucking.
yeah,
Zero king tails, by the way. Some
yeah.
bat fuck
Zero.
pit ears. Zero
Yep.
king tails. We got some bat fuck pit bull ears. That's for damn
And
sure.
I mean, we ain't hiding nothing. Then one came with a slight cleft in the lip, and shit happens. It was a fucking inbreeding,
And
you
then what
know.
happened? You fucking cull it and you fucking move on.
And you
So
call it
like,
and move on. It is what it is. Now
how did your
this guy
litter
acts like
not
he's
come
like
out perfect from a father-daughter breeding? Like,
yeah, this guy
bro,
acts like he's
fuck off.
like he's exposing me on here. Lick these
Yeah.
nuts. But fucking hey, what were we talking about? Oh yeah,
um,
the name I was gonna drop. Well, there's this guy. He acts like he wants to help everybody out. He's fucking has this old blood, blah blah blah. And he wants to help everybody out, and he's downsizing. And I call him and ask him about
okay, I know what you're
what
talking about.
what are you downsizing? What are you selling? Just I got no shame in it. I'm gonna ask what he's selling. And he tells me this shit is fucking 10 and 15K for a dog. Like what the fuck are you smoking? You want 10 or 15K for some mutt bred Corso, but you're about these American lions. And you want to help dudes out,
The thing
and then
is,
your
it's like
stud fee's
10,
5K.
15K. 10, 15K, nothing proven. So what does the dog do for 10 and 15K?
Sit there.
Yeah. Fucking cool showpiece. Fucking cool showpiece. That's all it is. Aw man. King, what are you saying, bro? What are you aw manning about? Bro, all your hot dogs come from spinal deformities. Yeah,
Yeah,
all the dogs are shit, all the dogs are garbage, so why are you chilling with us, bro? Why don't you just
I
go somewhere
know.
else?
Yep.
I mean, if you want to hang, bro, you could hang, but like literally
Come
take the
correct.
thumb out your ass.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
literally
Come with
pull
some
the
real
thumb out your
facts.
asshole, bro, and just chill like a fucking bro. I know exactly who we talking about. Oh yeah.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, I
Everybody's
think,
talking about helping, but they want to offer 10K. I mean,
that's so
Kareem,
crazy.
tell him how much I charged you for this pup that we talked
Oh,
about.
oh, off this fucking litter? Okay, so he went fucking Diesel to Lexi. So father daughter breeding, line bred, Belmonte, third generation of these fucking dogs. So I drive into the little fucking bridge at the Bird Expo to go meet fucking David. I'm whatever. If he wants to charge me whatever, I'm like, okay, cool. I'll send him the cash. This motherfucker gives me the pup's blue slips, doesn't charge me a fucking dime. He gave me the fucking dog for free. One of the purest fucking blood dogs. He just fucking handed to me. So, you know, that's my dude. That's fucking cool. But a lot of other people would be like, yo, give me 20K for this dog. Give me fucking
Yeah.
15K for this dog. Fucking just gave me the fucking dog. So I was just like, yo, bet, sweet. I'll raise it up. So I go get its ears knocked tomorrow, and we'll see how he turns out. Hopefully he turns out. Maybe he won't.
Yeah.
They fucking come and go. But yeah, in this dog game, man, that's what I'm saying. If we meet the right people, nobody's charging you money for dogs. We're just trying to make the
Fuck no.
program go. Just take
Exactly.
the puppy, raise the puppy properly. Okay, we got a litter. Cool, move on. Like, you need people for fucking motion in this shit.
To Kareem, whose ass are we kissing? Because last I checked, I fucking don't fuck with anybody.
Hereditary makes them lose their flight. Dude, what the fuck? I'm so confused.
He's smoking the base pipe.
Hereditary makes them lose their flight. Roid rage. Talking dogs isn't about kissing ass. What are you? I'm so. Who is David taking roids? Are you taking roids, bro?
I don't. Last I checked, I'd be a little bit bigger. I thought.
Yeah, yeah. And kissing ass and talking dog, bro. I don't even fucking know. Do you have friends, man? Do you have dudes who just hand you dogs? Like, do you really fuck with people like this? Because right now you're on a Facebook Live talking bare shit to some dudes
Yeah.
that don't really fuck with you. So
Yeah.
probably got to reconsider your life, homeboy.
Maybe a
You
little
gotta
bit.
figure out what's going on here. I don't
Yeah.
know if wifey didn't kiss you this morning or like if she's banging your neighbor or some shit, but bro, like, go figure it out, man. This
I
ain't
got
Dr.
ya.
Phil. We're trying to chill.
I know.
Anyways, back to the dudes, the other dudes in the chat. What's fucking going on here? Let's see, spinal. No, we got like the spinal deform causes the roid rage. More, dude. Who are you? Anyways, let's just fucking don't block him. Just let him chill, but
Oh yeah, he can.
let him.
He can talk all the
Yeah,
shit
let
he
him.
wants. I thrive on. I thrive in this environment.
Bro, he's like the cousin with Tourette's.
Yeah.
Like you're just chilling at the family function and he's just tweaking out at the dinner table.
He just shot up a little fentanyl. He's about to. He's about to go down.
You're free basing the Fenty in the morning, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking chill, bro.
He's the dog expert, though. Let's fucking you get him, Kareem. Yo, Gabby, I told you, don't worry about it. Yeah, how's my niece doing? She good? That's what. Is that one of Darnell's dogs or a Bear Creek dog?
That was a Bear Creek and Leroy Maya, I guess, hooked up and did something,
That
and
dog looks
this was the
so
result.
fucking dope, though. Like I would consider that a dry phenotype. That's like a dry dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's crazy, man. Pointed too. Fucking dilute points. I wish. Thoughts on roughhouse dogs and prices? I think that dude is doing his thing. I mean, I can't afford it, but I think he's doing his thing.
Yeah. I mean, I've talked to me and
Collecting
Jimmy
King's
have chatted a little bit. I mean, that man, he took advantage of a market, and the man can market. He marketed the dogs like no other. I mean, as far as modern day times, all he's doing is he's just pulling a Mike Satilli of the modern day. I mean, yeah, I'm not paying those prices, but you know, if he's getting them, more power to him. He's built a nice life and a nice reputation around his shit, whether you know good or bad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
hey, he's doing his thing. You know, like I said, I ain't gonna pay the prices, but hey,
Yeah. Like I said, likewise, I can't afford it, but you know, he's fucking living his best life, bro. He's produced some cool looking dogs.
yep, yep,
No, I think with this shit, it's easier to not even fucking hate on people. It's like they're doing their thing, you're doing your thing, you know. This is what we produce, that's what they produce, and fucking, you know,
yeah,
just
yeah. I
fucking
mean, like I said, they're entitled to do what they want. I mean, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna talk shit like, hey, that dog sucks, or
yeah.
this dog ain't my cup of tea. But at the end of the day, you're feeding it, so you do you.
That's what happens when you build a following. Say
Exactly,
or
exactly.
facts I like him, he's not doing good with his dog. Yeah, you know, like I think at the end of the day, everybody really fucks with the American lines. It's like you got to help each other out. It's not that common to fucking, you know, get high concentrated American percentage blood. So at the end of the day, somebody's gonna help each other out, and it's about not fucking each other over. It's just,
Yeah,
you know, all right, cool,
yeah,
bro. I got this dog over here. You want to keep it for a bit? All right, cool. Okay, breed it. Give me 2 pups back. All right, cool. All right, let's pass the pup to this guy down here. He has room for another dog. You have to at one point everybody work together. You know, so
yeah,
let's say might as well start that fucking culture now and, you know, quit shitting on each other.
yeah, yeah.
But like some dudes like 24/7 can lick my fucking chocolate testicles, so fuck you, bro. Fuck you. You're literally the worst. We don't even know who you are. You're just like on YouTube talking shit.
Yeah.
Like, so you're actually the worst. So go fuck yourself. Anyways, continue on. Good looking dog.
Santino. I think he was
Good
this
looking
picture's like
dog.
7 months or 7 months old. I don't think too many people have seen this one. I just got this one sent to me not too long ago.
Interesting head, eh?
Yeah, in that picture anyway, I definitely looks. I've seen so many pictures of Santino. He looks different in almost every one. It's hard to pinpoint.
Unless they're pulling the neck up on a choke and it's
Which yeah,
pulling the
could be.
bucket. Yeah, yeah.
Definitely could be. Hard to tell in these old black and whites. There's your dog Bubba there you were talking about.
Dude, bro, what dog ever came out looking like Bubba again? This dog looks so fucking weird. Speaking the truth to kennel blind, bro, just show your dogs. Nobody
Yeah, where's your
fucking
kennel?
cares. No, dude, nobody is fucking kennel blind. Nobody really gives a fuck about this because we don't sell dogs. So,
Yeah,
like, I don't know what you're talking about. So, like, show your dog. Show us what a fucking proper import Corso looks like, bro. Nobody cares. Why are you hanging out here? You're like that awkward guy who sits in the room and they want somebody to pass him the joint, but you got herpes on your lip and you won't do it because you're just a fucking weirdo. Like, bro, fuck off. Or talk some good shit. Like, stop being a fucking weirdo. Like, chill with the boys normally. Stop trying to thumb the other dude's butthole, you fucking weirdo. Holy shit. You're ruining a good hang, man. You're ruining a good hangout sesh.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Should we show the colored Mocha Manola picture?
Yeah, that one's fucking dope. Probably not a lot of people have seen that.
Fucking one of my favorite fucking dogs.
That dog is badass, bro.
She was fucking so dope, and she produced a fucking ton of good dogs. Shit, the guy that owned her, I think his last name was Clifford. I can't remember his first name. Went from Clifford Cane Corso. He bred this bitch. He took her up to Ed Hodis's and bred to Nero. And I mean, like every pup off her was fucking so fucking dope.
It's so hard to find a chestnut brindle dog that has a brindling on the face like that. Like, you fucking never see it anymore.
No, because they're crossing
It's
fucking
never like
English
that.
Mastiff and Pressum, Bull Mastiff, and all that shit in.
So they're all throwing the mask.
Yeah.
But yeah, that dog is fucking awesome looking. Could totally see how there's. You see the rot blood in it. She's
Yeah. Oh yeah.
fucking good looking dog though.
Yep.
Yeah, we're at like an hour and a half here. What do you want to go over? We kind of just had a little fucking hang sesh here.
Yeah, I mean we're fucking whatever. Should I go through some of my beefs? Should we air out some of my beefs on here?
Yeah, for sure. Maybe next time we could try having like, I don't know, like what do you think about this if we have like other guys who fuck with the American lines on and just have like a group discussion? Like, you know what I mean? Kind of open the
Yeah.
windows. Everybody's pretty civil to each other now. So I
Yeah.
feel like that would be a cool scene, like all these people talking to each other and what they think about the dogs, and people getting into it are like, oh fuck yeah, man. They get some info, bounce some new ideas off of each other. Like, I mean, I talk to you every day. There's not really too much to talk about.
No. We did.
And by the time it comes to the pod, we've already talked about everything. So we're like, what do you want to talk about, man?
Definitely, if there's guys in the comments that want to hop on that know some dog history, got some knowledge on the breed, want to shoot the shit, definitely comment and we'll fucking see how we can work it out to get you on. I don't even know all this bullshit. I'm not big tech savvy guy, so if you
Me
guys know how
either,
to
bro.
get another guy
And
on the stream
like
or two,
talk some shit too. Like, talk some good shit. Like, fucking make fun of each other. It's all fucking fun and games. It's all love, except if you're a weirdo like 24/7. Like, bro, you're so weird. You're so fucking weird.
Yeah.
You're so weird. Like, and you don't even show your dogs. Like, you don't even fucking care. But you have all the shit to say. So, like, what are we talking about, man?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? You literally don't even know because you're sitting on your thumb right now. You fucking weirdo. You guys can't hang unless you're getting patted on the back. That's not how breeding for the future. Bro, who pats us on the? Do you realize that Do you realize nobody likes David? Like, fucking nobody likes him. Like,
and you're not even
I
on
don't
social
have
media.
friends. I don't have friends, so I don't know who's patting me on the fucking back. Like, I'm antisocial as fuck.
No,
So
I got a couple knives in my back right now.
yeah, like this dude is fucking weird. Anyways, but like we have like Justin from Grand Mafia on. Have a bunch of people on and just have a discussion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then be like, oh, your dogs, I think this about your dogs, and then have a discussion about that. Or have you seen the 8 or so videos before this one? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm so lost.
Yeah, chat's getting out of hand. But I'm gonna drop some.
Yeah. Do your thing.
Along awaited response back to the old boy, fucking Salah who dip shit. He wanted to run his mouth a while back. I think he made a video. I can't see because if you want to talk about actual shit, he does have me blocked. So I have to go around onto somebody else's profile and get him to peep the video so I can see his bullshit he talks on me because he won't just talk it out in the open. But Saladin, dude, what the fuck are you doing? you've dedicated like 20, 30 years of your life to talking about fucking courses online. You don't have any fucking dogs, and I don't want to hear this shit. You say, "Oh, I got shit going in the back," I just don't show. I don't show and tell. But his fucking number one thing to say is show and prove. So if you got some shit going on and you've been in this dog game so long and you have all this knowledge, where's your fucking dogs at? Oh wait, you don't have none, and you haven't done shit. You own a couple dogs in the back of the day, fucked around with them. That's basically your impact on the fucking Corso world. So unless you're gonna unblock me and you want to have a fucking discussion, let's fucking talk. But
Yo, Jacobo! My dude!
there he is.
Bro, I wonder if you've been sitting here the whole time.
But
anyways, yo,
fucking,
David, back to your rant. I got hyped up on Jacobo.
No, cool. It's good. Yeah, no, just fucking in the story. Fuck Saladin. He wants to fucking act like he's the only one out here in the Corso world doing shit. Fucking.
Okay, let's not even read what's going on in the comment over there. That's fucking, bro. Nobody cares about that shit.
He's
Don't
tweaking.
like.
He's tweaking. He
Yeah,
got some bad weed. It was fucking laced. He's just
Yeah.
tripping out.
Yeah, fuck that dude in the comments. But yeah, I mean, like even for that guy, it's like he posted that video, David.
Dave. It's just Dave.
Dave. But I mean, like, how about these hounds being sold as Corsos with 2 different dads? David knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, you want to run him? We can drop some fucking pictures on that old boy. Ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
Fucking do it. Who cares?
Go ahead, Cream.
Let's go. Let's go. Drop it, bro. Jacobo got some shit going on. He doing his thing. Yeah, Jacobo's dope, bro. Jacobo's doing his program. He's got some cool dogs there. I respect it.
So fucking, Alif was just talking about old boy. It probably says his name in these pictures, so if you know, I won't fucking drop him. But I mean, dude's fucking ass, straight ass. So here's some of his dogs. I think he's breeding labs. And some crossbreds. I don't know what's going on, but I think that's a black lab and some fucking crossed up dog. I'm not sure what that is. But old blood. He has all the old blood. And then I seen a video pop up the other day. Man, this is a great looking dog. Check that fucking pasture out.
Dude, that is so wild.
That's a nice dog.
That is fucking crazy.
That's a fucking real nice dog you got there.
Isn't it like 4.5 for a pup from dude?
It's fucking something crazy. And then just so take a mental picture of that fucking head. I know something that looks pretty similar to that. Oh fuck, what's that? That's a Fila and a bull mastiff.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking similar, eh? A little bit more wet there. But like I think dude's been mixing for a while. He had some dope shit, and I've seen some of his old shit that looks so good. Yeah. But then now I'm like, what the fuck is this? No, can't be line bred off of it.
Yeah, he's just riding on fucking coattails of what he used to have. I mean, used to have fucking hella dope dogs. I know a couple of his dogs from his old shit down south, and they look fucking dope. But the shit running in dude's backyard is fucking some fuck shit. Kink tails, crazy looking ears, look like I said, fucking black labs mixed to some fucking Filas and bull mastiffs. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that guy, but don't anybody fucking take your money to that guy. You're gonna get fucking ripped off. Just ask Leaf right there; he'll tell you.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's more common than not in the fucking Corso game. It's the hot breed right now, but it's going to shit real quick. I like what you're all doing. So much crap on the internet. Love the Ron honest sessions. Yeah, bro, we're just chilling. We're just hanging. Thanks for patting us on the back because we need that to keep going.
Yeah,
bro.
I need that.
Yeah. Charge me $600 for a shot in ear crops. I've seen what the. Oh shit! You paid Is that that picture of that dog with that fucking butcher shop ear crop that you sent me? Yeah. That's his dog. Oh my god, yeah, bro, you got your pockets ran for that ear crop. That's the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. That is crazy. You guys focus on heads just like Showbreeder. Yeah, you focus on the heads of dicks just like. Wait, I can't say that on the internet because I'll get in trouble. But it's okay. It was gonna be a good joke, bro.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, I can't say anything because I realize, like, my mom will be so disappointed. Look like an effing hyena. Yeah, bro, that dog did look like a hyena. That dog, that ear crop was wild. Dude,
Listen,
it looks like he just cut the tips off the dog's ear.
yeah,
Like,
I don't even know how you got him to stand up like that.
yeah, that's wild. That is fucking wild. Like, yo, 24/7, like, bro, you could just hop on and be normal. Like, you don't have normal conversations with people. That's why you get such a bad response. So instead of coming off as like a know-it-all asshole, just fucking be cool, bro. Ask a question normally, like fucking respectfully. Then you don't have people coming back at you like this.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the world, man? What's wrong with the world? But doesn't he have a kennel? Doesn't that dude breed dogs? I'm pretty sure he
I think
had
he used to.
hyper defensive army. Dude, I literally don't even know you, so I don't give a fuck. I just think it's weird that you're sitting in on a live, like, just being a weirdo. That's all I think. I just think you're weird. But, like, you used to have a kennel, because I remember seeing some of your old videos, and you had... Was Vanguard the name of the fucking kennel?
No, it was. I don't even remember because I don't.
It looked like
Fuck.
kind of like a Greyhound type Corso. I
Yeah,
mean, it
real
didn't
deep
look
chest,
bad.
sucked up
It didn't
rear,
look
sucked
bad.
up
It was, like, different from
abdomen.
what I've seen. But I was like, yeah. I mean, dude, if you know all this shit, why don't you spread knowledge and
Yeah,
fucking
make some
vibe like
videos
a
of your
normal
own
person?
and teach us. I'll tune into his video if he's gonna teach me something I don't
100%, bro.
know.
I'll check your shit out all day. Like, all day. Just hop on live with thumbs in your butt and just being a weirdo.
Yeah.
Anyways, yo, let's get back to the chat.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, fuck this dude. I
Yeah,
took my chance thinking I was getting some old school Corso. I got the biggest mud ever. Skittish as fuck. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Alif, how much did he charge you for that dog? He said, Ronnie Ron said, what you guys think of
the roughhouse
what do
dogs
you guys
again.
think of Russa Dog? I didn't hear the answer. I think he's doing his thing, bro. I think he
Yeah.
produces some cool fucking dogs. Like, I don't know dude personally, but I know Dave talks to him, and yeah, it seems like a fucking decent enough guy.
Yeah, I
I
mean
like some of his dogs.
yeah, he's doing his thing. I mean, he's got some good blood behind some of his stuff. He's got some, my opinion. This is all my opinion. Some shit behind some of his dogs, but I mean, dude's fucking producing his shit and doing his thing. So fucking, he can do him. Like I said, I don't have the money to buy one of his dogs, but fuck, he's producing some.
Yeah,
I mean, his dogs look like they work pretty nice as far as the videos I see of his dogs that he keeps and he works. I mean, looks like they do some fucking pretty good shit. But like I said, I mean, I know he gets a bad rap here and there and a good rap here and there, but he's produced some good dogs. I mean, I fuck with Kratos. I think Kratos looked fucking cool. Shady looks cool, but
yeah. I think Shady is one of his dopest ones.
yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, I think everybody's kind of doing their thing, having fun with their programs. Because at the end of the day, why else would you do it? If you do it for money, you're gonna be bummed.
yeah,
Like, I don't know how you quit working a job and try to put all your resources into a dog, then you're just fucked. Then you have to slap dogs together. Fucking, I don't know, man. But yeah, that dude's doing his thing. Everybody's doing their thing. I think Alif, you started over, didn't you? Or you have your Lena dog, and you're starting from scratch with a new male. I don't really know what's going on your scene, but yeah, man. Many dog, Many dog is Kratos' son. Shady's the baddest dog on his yard. How you feel about the legendary Cane Corso dogs? My dog is Kratos' son. Oh, that's cool. So you're gonna take that son back to Lena and see what happens with that? Might make something fucking cool. That Lena dog has a nice head, I'll give you that, bro. That dog's head is pretty damn decent. Research the spinal deformity behind the roid rage. How is that weird? Not, dude. I don't know, man. I'll let you boy later on. I don't want to go through a therapy session with you right now. You didn't pat my back enough, and now I'm salty. Yeah, I got rid of 3 dogs. I'm just getting my foundation going. Yeah, that's cool, bro. Shit takes time. Shit
at
takes
least, at
time.
least, yeah, at least he admits that he had to fucking, go through a couple dogs, call and fucking start over because a lot of dudes fucking are afraid of starting over and will fucking.
Yeah, yeah. I'd be curious to see how that dog turns out, man. And yeah, it fucking takes time, man. It takes fucking years. Takes fucking years. Alif started over a few times. That's why I say you got my respect and resilient as fuck. Yeah, man. Fucking even to grow the dogs up, it takes a fucking time, money, all this other bullshit. What do you got to say, David? What do you got to say?
Fuck, I don't know. I'm kind of lost my my
It's
train
been
of
like
thought.
hour and 43 minutes. So
Yeah,
let's
we're
figure
pretty
it out
long.
for let's figure it out for like maybe even not next week, but the week after. Let's try to do like a fucking group old world like chat. Maybe get like Alif on, get Grand Mafia on. Alif, how you feel about that? Would you hop on? Yeah, I created a logo. I have to stand behind it. I'm rushed. I want to do this thing like, yo, Alif, you there? Like, how you feel about hopping on if you get some other people on and everybody gets to talk some shit, talk the dogs, you know,
I don't know if we'll
create a
be able to
pretty
do. I
little.
don't know if we'll be able to do it on YouTube or if we have to take that over to Instagram to bring in multiple people. I don't know how this shit works yet.
Yeah, well, I guess we could figure it out. I don't know. We'll have to find somebody who knows about fucking technology.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm on my cell phone right now being held up by my shower bag.
There you go. There you go.
I'm out here, bro. I'm fucking out here. But yeah, I think that'd be cool, man. I think to have like, you know, different opinions, different perspectives. Like, you know, some people may still believe that the dogs were Sicilian Broncheros, and I just be like, I don't think so. I think they were made up.
Yeah.
You know, just to hear people's shit, you know, about it. Who knows? Maybe one day Saladin hops on here. Maybe one day.
I don't know. I don't know if he can handle it here.
Yeah, he said he hates cameras, but he's down to join and talk dogs. Yeah, man. I think that's what it's about. I feel like the future for this is gonna go in a good way lately. I feel like, you know, and we've talked to some people on the phone that like we necessarily didn't like at all. And we had like hour-long conversations with them. And at the end of it, it's like, all right, cool, man. I see your perspective. You know, I don't agree, but at least the air's cleared and you know, everybody's mellow. Like there's no hate. Nobody really gives a shit.
Yeah. 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 Don't
You know,
don't
we're
fucking
not
worry about. Don't worry about the cameras. We're all just a bunch of ugly motherfuckers
yeah,
on
100%, bro.
on the phone talking dogs.
Yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, it is what it is, man. It's just about the dogs. It's not about us. But yeah, I think that could
Yeah.
be fucking dope. Everybody give their perspective and experience within the American blood. 100%, man.
Yeah.
Like, think about if this shit goes right and the whole community is tight knit for 15 years. Think about how much further you'll bring the American line dogs than
Yeah.
if everybody's fucking bickering back and forth. And dude, and some people are doing some straight bullshit. Usually it's the fucking big American blood kennels who's doing straight up bullshit. But like, if all the smaller guys stick together who have the good blood and have the time to actually go quality over quantity on their dogs, think about what that produces in the end goal, and that's going to be way better than doing that shit by yourself because
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
time and fucking resources. Nobody has all of that. I think
Right.
everybody's relatively young and has a life outside the dogs as well.
Facts. You want to run down one thing before we go, Cream, because we did kind of find out some information on the whole Kathy Satilli masterpiece deal, kind of how she got her dogs. I think that people would benefit like that story, and then I got the Dave Bell story when he was at Belmonte's yard. Some of the
Yeah,
stuff you
yeah,
said. You want to
you hit
throw
that
that in there?
story. You could relate the story better.
So I've talked to Dave Bell. He owned a Kokomo son back in I think it was 99 or 2000, and he owned a couple Belmonte dogs. Went up to Belmonte's yard a few times. So I asked him, what were the dogs like when you were at Belmonte's? He was pretty good friends with Ed. They coached wrestling together. He went down to his school. Anyway, good friends. He went to Ed's yard. He said the dogs were fucking wild. He's like, there was multiple pens where he didn't even let Dave Bell go up to the pen because the dog was just fucking out of its fucking mind, just batshit crazy. And so I asked Bell, I'm like, what is the colors of the dogs that you saw? Because I'm like, obviously Ed Transition had a bunch of black dogs. And I'm like, was there any black dogs? Was there any pointed dogs there? What would you see? And he said there was no black dogs on Ed's yard at the time. And this is early in Ed's career. And no pointed dogs. He said brindles, a variation of brindles and fawns was the only thing he saw at Ed's house. And he said Ed was pushing, and this is early. I think it was in the late 90s when Ed kind of just started in. He said Ed had fucking 30 plus dogs on his yard, uh, which is fucking crazy to get in. I think Ed was only in a few years at that point and already had 30 dogs going in pretty hardcore on his yard. So I thought that was an interesting tidbit. Just didn't realize what's all on his yard back then, but it's crazy. There's no black dogs and no pointed dogs, but they were definitely around and came later.
So I think the black dogs probably came from the Neo because later on his dogs were just looking like straight up fucking Neos.
Yeah.
Pointed could have came from the pit blood. I think maybe he used a little bit more. Like, where do you think the pit blood came from?
I think Mike might have just shot it in, and I don't know. I mean, Ed did have his hand in Pitbull, so I mean he could have dropped it back in there, but I think you would have saw the size go down, and Ed was always known
Mhm.
for big ass dogs, so it's hard to say. But Ed kept going back to Mike's kennel and picking up dogs, so who knows what Mikey Boy was doing over there, what he was crossing up, and
Yeah.
what Ed was bringing back. So I just thought it interesting, and then Kathy Satilli's story. Basically what I heard is Mike and her got into pretty good dispute. I won't go into too many fucking details because it's not important. But they like kind of got a divorce, and Kathy wanted half of all his dogs. So they said that Mike went through the kennel and took all the shittiest dogs and sent them her way, and then she took some of Junior's what was it, his catch dog program or like another band dog program on the side, and just took all of that shit and started. She didn't know nothing about dogs and just started crossing them up. That's why you see all those masterpiece dogs with no history behind
Yeah.
no pedigree on the dog. So again, I think some guys will find that interesting, kind of know where those dogs came from and what happened with them.
How many dogs have you soft called from breeding? Crickets, bro. Literally dams, full litters, fucking
Yep.
probably Saphira plus 1, 2, 11, 12 fucking dogs.
Yep.
So like, I don't know what you're trying to say, because like you go look wherever, these dogs never get sold. You'll never find a fucking pay slip or a pay stub where we've sold dogs, but probably called more dogs than you have. Pieball Neos, you're being weird. I don't know, man. You are weird.
I'd like to see the pictures of these piebald Neos because I've gone back and looked through a fuck ton of Neo history, kind of the present history. There was really no piebald ones. There were some dogs with a good amount of white, like on Blaze, maybe going up on the nose. There was no piebald like Neos, like just like
Hold
piebald
up,
Buckyballs.
we got some decent comments here
Yeah,
from
run it.
Rob Yar. When I went to Scandy's yard in 1999, the exotic colors were fawns and reds. Blues and chestnut brindles were common. Most of the dogs in his yard had mean streaks.
Some interest. That's interesting. I know the fawns and the reds were a hot thing. There was kennels just focusing on just that color, which back in the day, which tells you what they were paying attention to, not temperament. But reds and fawns were definitely a hot ticket back in the day.
Where do you think the reds came from, though? Do you think the stag reds came from rot crossings, or do you think that came from the Bordeaux blood that I believe Valentine put in her dogs? Because I think
I
Roussel may have been Bordeaux.
I think it probably had a little bit of both contributed. I mean, I've seen rock crosses, the Corsos, come out that stag red, but then I've also seen um, Neos cross the stuff together. I'll hold that thought because I'll bring up a picture that I think will be. Somebody did a Rottweiler Bordeaux cross, and the dogs came out looking like the old stag red fucking Corsos back in the day. I think people will be interested in seeing this.
But on both sides of the
So
pond, like going back to
check
it. Oh shit!
check this. I mean, we got more of an old school Rottweiler, long muzzle, pretty hyper type uh, Bordeaux, and
Bordeaux.
then
Yeah,
tell me this dog doesn't look like some of the old Corsos that were floating around.
dude, that dog looks fucking dope as fuck. I'll tell you that. That dog is
Yeah,
fucking cool, bro.
yeah. And then I have another picture of him somewhere.
But that's what I'm saying, man. I'm telling you that Bordeaux blood is fucking infused in these dogs both sides of the pond to a
Yeah,
high degree. To a fucking high, and I've been telling you that for years. I've been fucking saying that for years. I was like, dude, there's more Bordeaux in these dogs than people want to like admit or realize.
yeah. That's that male's obviously the cross Rottweiler Bordeaux, and then that's a straight Bordeaux. I mean, there's dogs with this entire head type and body structure in the
There's a
old
certain
Corso.
there's a certain kennel out there right now producing these dogs that are stag red with that same flashing on the fucking chest that look
Oh,
like
really?
straight Bordeaux crosses that have the biggest fan base ever. Well,
Really? Do we want to pull up the pictures?
oh, goddamn, here he is.
Wow. Wow. Man,
Yeah, I
we're just
mean,
looking at Rottweiler Bordeaux crosses, and this is what he's producing as Corsos. Man, that's interesting, isn't it?
there's some fucking Borbal blood in there too, though. Look at the fucking mass of the dog at the bottom. Get the
Like, I mean,
fuck out.
come on, guys. This is a fucking being sold as a papered Corso.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Smoking complete freaking crack. So
Yeah.
what's the comments saying? There were some more comments?
I think 24/7 looks like he's chilling now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm just a sensitive type. I don't know what to tell you.
There's one in black and
Hershey
white.
crossed the Neo with Bernard. Yeah, he probably did, man. They probably put like every other breed. It's probably reconstructed or fucking they put a bunch of shit in there or who fucking knows, man. I don't
But
know. I
they
don't know.
did do crossing, but let's fucking think about it. Like these guys don't fucking use their brain. Go do the research of when these different dogs got crossed in. They had to come over to Italy. So go research the people and tell me when they came in. Then we'll find out when they were crossed. Because I have plenty of history showing that there was nothing really crossed into like the old school kind of Pressa type,
Yeah.
like a Neo or a Newfoundland. I knew they did
Yeah.
that in like the 2000s because they were peddling dogs over here with that were crossed up. But like that's not what was fucking the shit in the 2000s wasn't really what was dropping into these Corsos. We know what Mike was dropping in. Ritmo, Bronzino. That didn't have no fucking Newfoundland or Saint Bernard crossed in. So fuck out of here
Yeah.
with that shit.
I agree. I agree. I'm on board with David for this one. But yeah, big name kennel using those crosses. And I mean, everybody, it's your own dog. You can buy what the fuck you want to. We don't sell dogs. We don't sell dogs. So like it doesn't fucking matter to us.
Yo,
But
why is
yeah,
24/7 fucking disabled? That's where the dewlap came from. Is fucking Saint Bernard.
oh my
Really?
god.
That's
Oh
interesting
jeez.
because I have pictures of kind of depressors when fucking Saint Bernards weren't even a fucking thing to have dewlaps. So yeah, that's interesting. He's hitting that bass pipe fucking hard today.
Okay, man. Sunday, Lord's Day, wake up and smoke the fancy. That's what happens.
Yeah.
The fucking Lord's Day, bro.
24/7
But yeah,
must live down in Philly or something. I know Fenty's a
a
big
lot of
thing
these
down there.
guys, man. A lot of these guys, I think it even came up on a DNA test where it popped for Bordeaux at like 12.5% on one of those dogs. So that means that it's freshly being added in. I remember hearing about black Corsos were going for big money in India, and shortly after the black Corso started to appear. Probably, wait, what? Did I read that right, or am I fucking special ed? I don't know anything about India, bro, but yeah, I think black
24.
Corso.
I gotta address this 24/7 guy. He's fucking
Yeah.
annoying the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
He's saying fucking Satilli had the Shonios. 24/7. Do your fucking research, you sped ass short bus riding motherfucker.
Damn.
Fucking Satilli did not fucking cross in to show Neos. Look at the fucking time frame when Satilli switched over to importing fucking the Neos that were winning and when he fucking did the first cross. His fucking cross was Ritmo. Ritmo was not a fucking showline dog. Bronzino was not a fucking really a showline dog. There was, talk of Brutus, but Brutus was even old fucking was it DiPanzanos, right? Going back to Wyoming. That shit didn't have no fucking Saint Bernard in it. Get your
Yep.
timeline straight before you come on here fucking talking complete ass.
Yeah, I agree. And like, bro, nobody's opposed. Just like drop your fucking info, drop your material. Everybody reads through material. Drop it in the comments so like we all can read it and be like, oh shit, maybe he's onto something. Or like, oh,
Right.
bro, here's where your reasoning is flawed.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. I mean, he might say I'm fucking. I got some roid rage here, but fuck, I'm passionate about this fucking shit. I sink a lot of fucking hours of my fucking time researching this shit. So I stand on what I fucking have found and what I've been told and the people I've talked to. What's fucking 24/7 guy? He ain't showing and proving dick. He's just running his mouth. So until he comes with some facts, I'm standing on what I was told because I put fucking thousands of hours into fucking researching this and talking to people. So I want to see his fucking homework.
Do you remember those Belmonte dogs that you showed me? Those black Belmonte dogs? You got some pictures from back in the day. When did those dogs come around?
But I think really Nero was his first heavy hitter, and then all dogs after that, just started coming. I'm pretty sure Nero was like his foundation for most of his black dogs. I'm pretty sure. Like, I can run through these pretty quick. Just this is all pure straight Belmonte stuff. Bunch of different dogs off his kennel. All fucking Belmonte dogs.
Which is crazy, man. Like where, like, how do you start popping that high concentration of black when you didn't have it before? So
I mean,
Like,
It,
I'm so
I,
confused.
I think it just goes with it was the trend. So he's like, oh fuck, blacks are bringing say 4,500 compared to 25. So he's like, well, I'm just gonna start breeding fucking the blackest dogs together, and then he just. I don't think it
Sure,
really
yeah,
took
but
anything. I don't think it took a lot of fucking like I don't think he crossed something in to get the blacks. I think it was
yeah,
just more selecting to try to pop the blacks to
yeah, fair
make
enough.
fucking money, which is this guy smoking fucking dope or what?
Ugh.
I know I'm sounding
I
repetitive,
don't
but
know.
I'm tired of seeing his comments. He doesn't clearly
Yeah,
know anything about Satilli.
yeah. He had all the
All
Neos, bro. He
Belmonte,
had
all
all the
Belmonte
Neos.
dogs.
He had some show Neos. He had some other, like, dude, who's sucking glass dick? I'm so confused. What the?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck it, 24/7. Why don't you hop on next week?
yeah.
Yeah, why don't you fucking hop on, bro? Like, nobody gives hop on and we'll chill. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, teach us, show us the ways. We'll have debates and discussions.
We have all the pictures of when Mike Satilli made the swap and what year he made the swap from importing show Neos to what he had the kind of depressive type. We have all the fucking pictures, and we know when the fucking Corsos were made, and it wasn't made fucking after 2000. It was made prior. And what did he have prior? The fucking old school shit. So like, fuck out of here with your shit.
That offer still stands, bro. You could come on next week.
Yep.
Fucking offers there, bro. Come with all the things.
So you can
So you
talk
can,
over me.
just hop on. Nobody's gonna talk over you. You're gonna be okay, bro. This is a safe space. It's a safe
Yeah.
space for your feelings and your emotions.
Oh.
It's all good. We're just trying to talk dogs, bro. We're all just trying to be happy. All right, bro. We ran this shit for 2 hours, and I got fucking shit to do. So what
Yep,
do you
same
say?
here. I gotta go fucking take some dogs out, get those puppies working.
Yeah. Fucking ugh. All right, man. Well, thank you for tuning in, everybody. Hit David up on the socials. Let's figure out how to run this shit next week. So, Elite, Justin, all you fucking guys, let's figure this out, man. We could do like a little fun collab podcast. I think that'd be fucking dope because we're kind of running over the same shit time and time and time again, and people are speaking up more in the chat. But it would be way easier if everybody's just talking to each other on camera. And I think, I think it'd be fucking cool. And 24/7, I love you, bro. We're all good, man. Just fucking hang out next time, bro. My cousin bred Neos for 20 years. He had a 4-time show winner female. I believe her name was Diva. That's fucking cool, bro. All right, so yeah, hit up David on his socials. Let's figure this shit out for next week. I don't exist on social media, but yeah, we'll fucking chill next week, man. I think that'll be a good one.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, all the dog men out there. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Good seeing you.
All right, later, brother.
Peace.